Good evening, one and all. It's Friday, it's the end of the working week, and today I'm bringing you back, kicking and screaming no doubt, to a little bit more Magic the Gathering. Oh yes indeed, welcome in, hope you're all doing well where you are around the world. I've got a couple cheeky deck setups lined up to go. A few ones which are just silly. But sometimes being silly is exactly the right thing to do. Welcome in there, Travis. How are you doing there? Hello there, Solomon. Hello there, Wolfram. Hello there, Moose. Hello there, Shezbot. And I can confirm, Shezbot, you were indeed the first person to send a message today. You're not always first, but you were this time. Also, good news. The merch store has gone live. If you didn't catch the announcement over on Discord, how are you here, to be quite honest? I thought everyone who comes in at the start of streams is also on Discord, but in any case, yes indeed, the merch store is now live once again with a brand new selection of products. And I know these were done off stream, but I'm going to give them recognition all the same. Let's just hit repeat on these notifications. For those who did already get some as soon as the store opened,
Big
literally
Mug,
within the first
more
day.
Crimes.
Zathri, of course, with the more crimes. If you've not seen those before, be thankful. Someone purchased a practical snake mug. They decided to be anonymous. That is absolutely fine. And then Esprit. With the mouse pad.
Told you I would buy one of these if they were a thing. B.
So yes indeed. Is there a chat command for the store? There should be. Exclamation mark merch. Give that a try. If that doesn't work, then clearly I've messed up again. But I think it works. And I'm hoping you'll link to the right one. Rather than the one that closed unceremoniously. That looks like the right link. There we go. Wonderful. There we are. It's splendid. So you've got a selection of 9 items over there at the moment. You got the choice of some mouse pads. You've got some mugs of various sizes. Get yourself a nice, tasteful shirt in there. Some pins and some stickers. Take your pick. Basically, a lovely little selection. And I will confirm, little selection. Not exactly, Amazon right now.
Was it relatively painless process fixing merch store?
Relatively. First of all, Quintus, thank you very much for resubscribing at 35 months at tier 3. That is one hell of a subscription right there, my word. Thank you very much for continuing support on the channel. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, it was a relatively painless process. I don't know if you caught when I explained why the original store went down, but basically, Stream Elements, who was the providers of the previous merch store, they sent out a message to everyone who has their stores with them saying, hey, we're closing up shop, but you can seamlessly transition over to this new team, which we recommend, called Fourth Wall. Go over to them. We can get you started. There is a button here, seamless to connect up and get going. Now, I'd heard of Fourth Wall from various other places, including places that I trust, so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Why not? I click the button to begin the connection, goes, yep, cool. Create your account, set up everything there, say, okay, cool. It's connected. Show me my merch store. Yeah, make your merch store. No, this was supposed to be a seamless transition. Show me it. In clicking the connect button with no warning, no take backsies, nothing, the entire Stream Elements merch store was gone. Every detail, everything uploaded, all of it, gone. Just gone. So yeah, whilst it was relatively painless to put things back together, mostly due to the fact that I already had much of everything there because, the previous designs, still annoying, and there are some new designs which I had put together during this week specifically for that new store. And Jack, I'm glad you like the look of the stickers. If you really like them, you know what to do. Absolutely. Right then, that's enough of me shamelessly plugging the merch store for now. And let's get cracking on with the Salinas. I've already got dailies out of the way. We won't have a repeat of last time, where I end up using some crappy deck designed just to get dailies done. That's no. We don't need to do that. None of that today. Instead, I've got a few different silly little bits, and the first one I actually want to bring out is perhaps the silliest of them all. I'm going to start big, alright? The first one I'm going to bring out into a simple best of one play, because as soon as someone knows what's going to go on, they're going to counter it. is one that is a little bit further down here. Here it is. I call it Tap Dance. I call it Tap Dance. I don't think I brought this out last time. If I did and you missed it, well, hey, you get to see it again. If you saw it, then you know what's coming. I don't think I had it fully set up last time. I don't think I did. Now, what is Tap Dance? You might be wondering. Well, if you already know, you already know. If you don't know, you'll figure it out soon enough. Or I'll get an absolutely terrible pair of hands and then just die. That could happen too. That could very, very much happen. Simic decks are scary? I don't know what a Simic deck is, sorry. I don't know what a Simic deck is. But I do know I have a Tap Dance. Right, is this suitable to get the Tap Dance started? No, it is not. I'm going to mulligan. Yeah, I'm going to mulligan. This is good. This is good. This is very workable. I am going to keep these. Yep, we'll keep all of that. And I'm going to discard... not discard, put back into my deck. I'm going to put back in... Consider. Yeah. Blue-green is Simic. Okay, fair enough. I've never learned all the combo names like that. So, blue-green is down on field. Nothing special so far. They're going for, that looks like black-white only. Excellent. Let's put down another little bit of blue and pop this on field. Hopefully they won't remove that because that is a cornerstone of this deck. Okay, they're putting down their own enchantment. That's fine. That one is looking like they're playing for mid-range. That is very good news. So I am now going to Thirst for Discovery. I'm going to draw a couple cards. 3 cards, in fact. And now I could discard a basic land. I'm going to decline. And I'm now going to discard a basic land and Cammy of Whispered Hopes. Goodbye, Cammy. It was nice knowing you. And we end the turn. Alright, he's summoning an angel. Yep. Fair enough. If you gain 5 or more life this turn, create a 4/4. I do not like that. My turn. Okay then, let's put down another forest. It's I would have liked to have more blue mana at this point, but it's what I have. So I'm going to put down my Sleep Curse Fairy. There we go, and I'm going to activate this to get rid of Cammy out of my graveyard. And now my Sleep Curse Fairy is now a 4/4 creature. Cool, I'm going to hold on to this because it means I can basically counter what my opponent's going to try and do. Let's end my turn. The Tap Dance is closing in on everything it needs. It's not quite there yet, but it is getting there. Let's see what this guy's going to try and do. Now, because he has got 5 mana, he's got what on field. I don't like that. That is a lot of power. He can do a lot of things I would not be happy with. I just have to hope that he's not going to, basically. Let's see. He's bringing out another angel. Okay. Yep. Hello, Mirrorlade. Welcome on in. The Golden Eye Unauthorized Exit is talked about surveilling. That's what it is. It just shows that surveilling is part of it. Right, well, there's not a lot I can do about that. I'm not going to waste my Unauthorized Exit right now. I'm going to let him attack. He swings. I take 3 damage. It's fine. He gets the end of his turn. I'm going to spend some mana to untap this, taking one of the stun counters off it. Not a lot I can do. It just takes a stun counter off. There we go. Okay, another Unauthorized Exit. Again, not what I was looking for, but it's fine. This is slightly problematic, not gonna lie. Slightly problematic. We're not where I need to be yet. So, I am simply going to next my way through. Yep, he has something he can cast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another Sleep Cursed Fairy on field. It's a bit risky, because if he exiles both of those, I am screwed. But I feel that it puts another threat on field for the future, and at least gets some of the mana usage out there. It's a gamble, but it's a gamble I think might pay off. And end of turn, Angel gets +2/+2 and gains lifelink. Okay, this is bad. So let's pass to the attackers. He's going to attack with just that one? No, he's attacking with both. Okay, cool. Unauthorized exit. You can go now. Will not be having you game 5 like that. Oh, hello. That's my next card to draw. Right then. The combo is ready.
It's been 4 months since 4 months ago. Hello, chat.
Yo, Lobelia. Thank you very much for resubscribing at 4 months. Welcome in once again. I will give you a proper thank you as soon as I've executed this ridiculous combo. Alright then, let's do this. I've not got any creatures in here, he's not got any creatures in there, so this is as much as it's going to be. Time to tap dance. Oh yes, it is time to tap dance. We add 4 blue mana, tapping the creature. We spend 2 blue mana, we untap the creature. We add 4 blue mana, we tap the creature. We spend 2, we untap the creature. And so we tap dance. And so we tap dance. And this person has no mana left. There is nothing they can do to stop me. They can just watch whilst this powers up. We have an infinite mana cycle. Oh, here we go. It's just gonna loop until I'm satisfied. And there is absolutely nothing he can do about it now. Let's untap that again. This time I'm going to switch into red mana, just to tweak it there. And that should do the trick. Alright. Say hello to my little friends. 20 rats. Let me walk you through what just happened there. But first, Lobelia, thank you very much for subscribing. 4 months of you being on the channel here. It's always a pleasure to have you come over back and supporting the channel. Thank you very much on that. I'm going to say, if someone did that to me, I'd quit immediately. I mean, it's basically over once I start, yeah. It's a cheesy way to win. It is. It requires so many things together, but yes. So let me walk you through exactly how this works. Firstly, we have Agatha's Soul Cauldron here. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any colour to activate abilities of creatures you control. Which means then that my Sleep Cursed Fairy, for example, which requires normally 1 blue, 1 any mana, can instead use mana of any colour to tap, freeing up my mana colours a little bit. So that's a nice little detail. Second, creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have all activated abilities of all creature cards exiled with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. And the final bit, the active feature of this cauldron, excuse me, exile target card from a graveyard, so mine or my opponent's. When a creature card is exiled this way, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Which means that when I earlier played Thirst for Discovery, I drew 3 cards, and it said you can discard 2 cards unless you discard a basic land. I chose to discard 2 cards, even though one of them was a basic land. The other card I discarded was Kami of Whispered Hopes. By discarding Kami, it was now in my graveyard. Kami of Whispered Hopes has the active ability, add X mana of any one colour, where X is Kami of Whispered Hopes power. By exiling it and putting the +1/+1 on Sleep Cursed Fairy, which is a 4/4 creature now, has that ability. It taps, I get 4 mana, and it only costs 2 mana to untap it. Every time I cycle that, it's +2 mana. +2, +2, +2, +2. If I had another creature to exile, or if they'd lost a creature, I could get +3 instead. But regardless, it is infinite. But that in its own doesn't win games. Infinite mana isn't the end of a game. This is one of the multiple win condition cards I have. This one, as a sorcery, create X/1/1 black rat creature tokens with this creature can't block. Creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Haste means that they can attack on the very same turn that you summoned them, so we don't need to wait for them to be able to attack next turn. That is crucial. It makes sure the opponent has no time to stop it. X, in this case, referring to the amount of mana spent, so for every mana over the first red, it's just another rat token. So by spending 21 mana on this card, I summon 20 rats that can instantly attack, each of them for 1 damage. I can create as many as I want. X can be any number. Which means that I can have, if someone somehow in the time it takes me to set up got themselves to 50 life, I will hit them for 50 damage by summoning 50 rats. There is nothing they can do to stop it if they are tapped out of mana. And that is one of my win con options with this deck. This deck is designed so that there are multiple ways to win, even if my creatures are being killed. So long as the creatures are not exiled, and so long as I have Agatha's Soul Cauldron, I can always work my way into another win con. Do I have a doubling season in there? I don't think I do, but the only cards I have are ones which either let me draw and discard, activate the combo, or activate the win con. So both amusing and disgusting? Yeah, it is. It's just chaotic. So let me show you the other win cons, because there are a few of them in here to make sure I can always draw something, and if one win con gets taken away from me, I'm likely to draw another win con. By win con I mean I need a card that itself will win without requiring anything else. This is the wrong deck. Where is it? Tap Dance. So, other win cons we got in here, because you see, the other little bits I've got in is a little bit of counterspell, because if the person is holding on to mana and I've got a successful win con set up, the last thing I need is them counterspelling my win con, or otherwise exiling everything I have. So I could use this to hard counter their defenses sometimes. But here is another win con. This 1 mana card is another win con option. For 3 mana and 1 green, puts a +1/+1 counter on Toadstool Admirer. Just a +1/+1. And it's 4 mana to cast that. But if Toadstool Admirer is the enchanted creature on the field, or if Toadstool Admirer has been exiled by Agatha's Soul Cauldron, then whoever is the upgraded creature on field has this same ability. So if I have infinite mana, I can get infinite +1/+1s, that creature then can have infinite damage and hit the opponent for however much I need to hit them for. That's another win con. We have Goldvein Hydra. I only have one of these, but that's because it's an ultra rare card and I'm not going to spend out more on them, but I have it. It has Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. Trample and Haste are the 2 really big ones here. It means that when it enters field, it can attack straight away, and Trample, even if it is blocked, any excess damage will roll over to hitting the opponent. Goldvein Hydra enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. I think you can see how this works. It means that I can summon it with any amount of damage, run over any amount of defenders, and hit any amount of hit points on the opponent. That's another win con. And then we got Tyvar's Stand. Target creature you control gets +X/+X, gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Again, I cast that, and I can take any creature that I have and give it as much damage as I need. So there's a few different win cons in there. There's not many win con cards, granted. Like up here there's only 6 of them, but I only need 1 of them, and it's a success. It's just I also need to have Kami, and a Sleep Cursed Fairy, and Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Those 3 are crucial. Without any one of those, the setup doesn't work. Are people able to concede before the end of your turn? Yes. Absolutely, yeah. If someone sees what's happening, they can absolutely quit. The thing is that I've noticed most people kind of want to see what happens. They see the tap. Okay, you got some mana. They see the untap. Okay, it's... And then they see it tap again. They go, okay, right. I see now. Tap, 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 tap. And you can just feel them wondering, okay, you're building up all this mana. What the hell is your plan? What are you going to do with infinite mana? You clearly have some kind of plan, otherwise you won't be doing it. What is the plan? And whoever expects to just suddenly have a couple dozen rats in their face, when all you've seen the entire time is a couple fairies and a spirit. The last thing you expect is just rats. Especially as rats is red. All the rest of the time I'm playing blue-green and out comes a pure red card. In a deck with no red mana. It just adds to the ridiculousness of it for me. And if necessary, I can, as I say, go with the gold vein, or I could just make the fairy a 2020. Slap, dead. They just go, huh. Now this one is one of the weaker win cons because it's not got trample in it. This doesn't worry about trample because it goes wide and just gets around creatures. So this is a slightly weaker win con. It is also protection before I get to win con, which is why it's in the deck especially. So that is why Tap Dance is so stupid. I'm really glad it managed to work first time. Gotta say, I'm not smart enough to set up something like this, but I do like watching setups like this work or fail. Yeah, it's a silly setup, and if the opponent knows what's happening, or if they just happen to accidentally counter it, you're screwed. I must say, I'm pretty unfamiliar with MTG, but I know it's a card pack game, and I know you're anti-gambling in video games, correct? Is this the exception, or is it not pay for packs? So, it can be pay for packs, however, I haven't. Every single card I have obtained for free. All of them. And it's the only reason we're on this here today, is because I have access to enough cards freely. You'll see up here I've got 9,425 gold. That is just from doing daily challenges, from winning matches. You do that often enough, you stack up the gold necessary to go into the store to ignore all of the 4 cash items and instead pick up the packs for gold directly. Part of those packs can also include wild cards, and we'll see here I have 36 commons, 55 uncommons, 8 rares, 9 mythics currently. So I have a bunch of wild cards I could use to redeem specific cards at will as well. Not a lot of them, but enough of them that it allows me to conservatively build more specific decks out of things. There's still plenty of cards I would like to have, don't have, and these are too precious to spend on, to be honest. Too precious to spend on a whim. But because there is that free access to it, I'm not entirely opposed to the setup here, but in terms of how they sell the packs otherwise, yeah, no. They are loot boxes. I do not like loot boxes. If I'm buying it with in-game currency that I've not paid for, then it's just like a loot roll on a boss table in a game, normally. But not for cash. Not for cash. You'll also notice I have some gems, which is their proper premium currency. But again, that can be earned with the gold, just by strategically playing the right events. Yeah. You may find at times that you might feel like not spending sets you back. But so long as you temper your expectations and recognize that yes, much like going into a PvP game as a low level, and high levels have access to high level gear, you're going to struggle at times. So long as you go in with that expectation, you can build up decks sooner or later that will slam through. I have made a deck before now that has gotten all the way through to Mythic, so that is functionally the highest rank you can get in the ranked setup. So it is doable completely for free. Chuck saying, correct me if I misunderstand, the wildcards allow you to obtain specific cards upon redemption. Yeah, so let's go into a deck right now. If I just go into Fire Exchange Rise, whatever it is, we have here the card Farewell. If I try to add another to it, you'll see here it comes down in red. I don't actually own a third copy of Farewell, and you're allowed a max of 4 copies of the same card in any standard deck. So if I wanted to have that 4th copy now, instead of opening packs, I could craft it. And this is a rare card, I can tell by the colour of the icon in the mid-right, it is gold. So gold is a rare card, it would use one of my rare wildcards. Simple as that. And as you can see from the distribution, rare and mythic wildcards are a little bit harder to come by than the common and uncommons. Just a bit harder. So again, you do need to be conservative. But so long as you are sensible, and so long as you give the time to play, then yeah, you can absolutely get there. There is a little bit of strategy as well with the dailies, where if a daily pops up and it's 500 gold rather than 750, re-roll it every single time, because there's a chance it'll upgrade to a 750. Whereas if it's a 750, don't re-roll it, because it can and probably will downgrade to a 500. And that's in terms of gold, because one pack is 1,000 gold, so 750 rather than 500, that's a big difference. Hell, so you can use them on anything regardless of rarity? For the right tier. So I've got 36 common wild cards, which means 36 common cards I can obtain on a whim, just like that. I could choose a specific card from any series, so long as it's available here on MTG Arena, bam, I have it. At the cost of those common wild cards. To get the mythic to get the mythic cards, I'd have to use the mythic wildcard tokens, and as you can see, I only have 9 of those. So that is the trade-off there. And mythic cards doesn't mean they're always the most powerful, but certainly they are, on average, stronger cards. If we look at Phyrexian's Rise here, I have a mythic card here, 3 of them, Shouldered the Apocalypse. This creature, whilst it is on the field, not only is it a 4/5 creature, so it's pretty strong, it has Death Touch, so dealing any amount of damage to a creature will kill that creature. And whenever I draw a card, I gain 2 life. Whenever my opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. Just for this creature existing. You can see why that is considered a mythic card, compared to, say, do I have a common in this deck? Surely I have a common in this deck. Here we go. Compared to Etched Familiar, I have a common in here somewhere. When Etched Familiar dies, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. And that's it. That's its entire feature, otherwise it's just a 3/2 creature. Unintended flex? I mean, it more shows that this is perhaps a slightly overtuned deck. Yeah, this one's a little bit overtuned. Okay, there is... That is the only common card, not counting not counting land. Oh wow, I didn't realise that. I didn't realise that. Let's play this one. Phyrexian's Rise. This one is one of the weirder setups. It's not really that silly, it's just... I summon a bunch of creatures. I'm not going to go into ranked with it right now because I'm screwing around. Yeah. Are the cards shared between decks? Yeah, it's shared between decks. Wait. Or is it like mods in Warframe? Well, you can use mods across different Warframes as well. So that feels like the same question, Quintus. Like the same situation. So yeah, if I have a card in one deck, I can use it in another, no problem whatsoever. This is an acceptable start. It's a risky-ish one, but all of the setups of this deck are risky-ish because it's mid-range. Mid-range meaning if someone is coming in very aggressive at the start, I'm probably going to fall over. This setup likes to come in aggressive at the start. I'm probably going to fall over. Shit. That's not great. I'm going to pop down... Yeah, I'm going to pop down you. If he doesn't attack, I have a chance. If he does attack, no, we'll hold it for now. It's a threat. All it's meant to be is a threat. Okay, that's not great. You know what, yeah, I'm going to let that happen. I'm going to let that happen. The reason I'm going to let that happen is now I can put down this, set this to Phyrexian so it's specifically tuned to those. Now I can use 4 mana rather than 3. It costs me 2 life, but it means that I can summon this a turn earlier than normal. He might immediately kill it though. I expect him to immediately kill it. There it is. It cost him 3 life to do that, but he immediately killed it. Quid saying, e.g. you can have 2 counter spells and 2 decks at one of them, can you put them on both? Yeah, you can put 2 count... If you own a card, you can put it in any number of decks at the same time, yes. No problem at all on that. Right, let's see. What I could do here is I'm going to spend 5 mana. It's going to hurt me again, but I think that's the wise decision. Because I can summon this. And I can summon this. It costs me 2 health again. I'm getting a bit low on health. But these two creatures work together. It's a little bit of synergy. And I don't know if he understands that synergy. Can he stop summoning these things, please? I don't like them. Oh, I definitely do not like that one. Alright then. I think the best way to handle this is to just block... Let's see. Yeah, block the 2 damage there. I still take a bunch of damage, but then 2 creatures have died. My creatures died next to this creature, which means he lost 4 health, and I gained back 4 health as well there. So that was a slightly cheeky trade-off. I'm now going to use this. Going to rate 2. I'm going to hold on to this one. This allows me to bring out creatures. Now's not the time. Deck similar to loadouts and configs? Yeah, something like that. So again, I'm going to play defensively here. I'm in a not great situation against this kind of setup. I need more mana to use this. Ew, I don't like that. So he's given all of his creatures even more power. Yup. I'm going to block as much as I can here. It's necessary. So I'm going to have him block that. I'm going to have to take the 6 damage from these. There's nothing I can do about those in a reasonable manner. I'd like to keep the mirror convert. So I'm going to block. Yeah, block this one. Block that one. Let's do it that way. Yeah. I'm trying to reduce the amount of damage I take here. I'm going to gain some health back. Still not great. Oh, I didn't draw the mana I was hoping to get. Fuck. Alright. I might actually just die here. So, kicker. Do that. Summon back. Yeah, put that one back around. No attacks, so I can block one of those attackers and call it a turn. So this Phyrexian Missionary can give me some additional hell. Fuck. Okay. Right, well, I need 2 creatures to block one of these. That's 6 damage there. Good thing I brought this, but it does mean I'm going to lose it to that one. But it's the best thing I can do. Because yeah. Because if I go over here, I'll hit it with that anyway. Although, actually thinking about it, I can force him to make a decision. Does he take away my mana, or does he take away my healing? Either which way, I get rid of one of the menace. Yeah, the lifelink will give me a little bit of time. He takes away my lifelink. Makes sense. There we go. Okay, I can shoot that and summon this. And I think that's the best. Yeah. So I'm going to summon this. Keep the mana. Protection. I have my turn. I hope that he doesn't summon more hasty creatures. If he does, I'm fucked. I'm surprised I'm still alive against this one. Human Warlock, he doesn't get haste, does he? No, he does not. Unless this gives him haste. That's game. Good game. Yeah, nothing I can do. I'm just going to kill that now. Alright, he attacks with that. I block, I block. At least everything's dead, but I'm on 2 hit points and all of these things are triggering. Alright, the only thing I can do is summon this and hope for the best, and he's probably going to instantly kill it. There it is! And that was my only source of gaining hit points back, and he gets to summon creatures back. Yep. Yep. Oh, and he gives it haste and he wins. That's it. Not a damn thing I could do. I just wasn't drawing the mana. Oh well, that's a shame. So yeah, my deck is designed to handle mid-range, and that deck he was using is very much more aggressive. It's weirdly aggressive for black. Pure black mana, and yet lots of small but nasty skeletons and skeleton-like creatures that they just keep on slapping you quickly. Every time you get rid of their stuff, they seem to have ways to bring them back and continue to slap you quickly. It's a very aggressive deck, and mine's simply not set to handle that one. Welcome in, Zom. Hope you say you feel like a garbo. Hopefully you'll find some rest during this stream. Hopefully so. But yeah, let's give that one another try. Fingers crossed we don't get aggro black or aggro red. If we don't get those two, this deck stands a chance. Or, you know, any of the other million counters. Let's face it, card draw is the biggest counter. 3 mana, 4 cards, all good looking stuff. You know what? Yes, I will absolutely start with this. Let's pop that down. Summon 1 creature. I realise my plan is to then put another creature that might be a bit risky. Let's not do that. Unless he starts going lots of creatures, I ain't doing it. Okay. He's got himself a creature. Do I want to just shoot it outright? That seems like a waste of that card, not gonna lie. Yeah. Let's pop that down. Let's swing. See if he blocks it. He does. That's fine. My creature pops. His creature pops. Oh, look at that! It's back again! What's he got a plan now? He has over here a card he can use to get another card. Or a token to sacrifice for another card. Cool, that did a whole lot of something for him. And by something I mean not a lot of anything. Let's put down some more mana. This has a double effect. 1, it creates this creature over here. 2, I can now attack freely because my creature doesn't tap, so it can still defend as well. A very nice part of this deck. Allows me to be much more aggressive with my creatures. Although this one is only a 1/1, so we can only go so far. At this stage, what I'm going to do is actually throw out the Roaming Throne. This one can take on the features of Phyrexians and buff said Phyrexians. It also has Ward 2, which makes it harder for my opponent to attack it, because they'll need to spend 2 extra mana to target it. And the reason that is in my deck is probably mostly because of things like this. But let's see what he does. Choose target creature you don't control and attack. Okay, that's I've never seen that before. Huh. That's nifty, I like it. Unfortunately for him, that doesn't stop me doing this. Cool. Roaming Throne, swing. Let's see if he blocks of anything. Yes, he does. He doesn't want to take the damage to his health. He's going to sack a 1/1 creature. Works for me. And now, when he draws a card, he'll take damage twice, unless he can destroy it. Oh, come on! Freaking red-white with an instant speed destroy. That just makes me sad. But it did cost him half his mana, so... Nah. Nah. Alright. Let's drop that down, and you know what? Let's bring this 4/4 on field. And whilst we're at it, let's have some exploration going on. No, let's not. I'm going to save that mana to shoot the sheriff. These are both vigilant, so they can swing pretty freely. He might want to block with that 1/1. Here we go, yep. Bang, bang. And we end turn. I'm holding on to this card and my mana for it, in case he puts down something spicy. Whenever it enters the battlefield or dies, create a 1/1 flying bat. Okay. I'm not going to shoot him for that. I'm going to hold the card. Oh. Oh, hello. Fancy seeing you here. She's back! And whilst we're at it, let's buff up you. Never mind, I drew a land. Alright, let's pop the land down. This is now a Phyrexian land. Hey, look at this, I can do it again. I said, let's buff up you. That'll do. Oh, now he knows I'm about to have a farewell. Alright, we swing. Is he going to block? He's been blocking so far with his trash, so I expect him to do it again. Yep, sure enough, he's going to sack both of them. He'll get one back. Stops all the damage coming into him. But he's still having to spend those resources, and now my Sheoldred is kicking in. Every time he draws a card, he loses 2 health. Roaming Throne makes that happen twice. And that's where I can start to make some things a little bit nasty. And he's given up. And he's given up. There it is. Because this combo right here, Roaming Throne. Roaming Throne is a chosen type in addition to its other types. If a triggered ability of another creature you control of the chosen type triggers, it triggers an additional time. I chose Phyrexian. Sheoldred's Phyrexian. So whenever I draw a card, I don't gain 2 life, I gain 4. They draw a card, they lose 4 life. You can see how that can scale a little bit out of control. And this guy, if he didn't quit there, next turn, I probably would have played this for good measure. Another Roaming Throne to make it where this would trigger 3 times. So he would lose 6 health every single card draw, and I would gain 6 health every single card draw. It's just a little bit mean. What do we think? Cheeky? I mean, it's mostly Sheoldred being Sheoldred, but there's the fact that it's Sheoldred with Roaming Throne with Vigilance. So there's almost no downside and all of the upsides. Sounds so evil? Yeah. Unfortunately, I come across very evil with the way I set things up, but I set them up to win, and winning is evil, apparently. So let's bring out Vampire's Kiss. I'm sure that's going to be much less evil. With a name like Vampire's Kiss, how evil could it be? Now, this one has a number of different ways of winning. The cheekiest way of winning is a gamble, and I don't know if it's going to work. Yeah. Literally says kiss, it can't be evil. Exactly, yeah, exactly. Everyone knows that there's nothing evil about a kiss. I look at the Dementor's kiss. Everyone knows that's not evil. Alright, what do we got to start here? Opponent sacrifices something. Opponent sacrifices something. Opponent sacrifices something. I think you can see part of how this deck works. So let's keep this hand. It's a little bit risky on only 2 mana, but I'll go with it. Ow. Okay. He slaps me in the face. Fine, I'm going to create this creature. Yeah. He had a quick look at what it was, and he's done nothing. That's fine. I will also do nothing. I'm going to attack. He's holding on to something he could do. He's going to let me swing. I swing. I slap him in the face. Huzzah! And then... oh, he's going to summon this creature. Excellent. And now he has summoned it, it is dead. So I can say it's like tap dance. Inherently not threatening unless you remember tap dance on your grave as a phrase. Yeah. Okay, didn't draw mana. This is getting slightly painful. So I'm going to swing again. Bam. And then my turn. Without more mana, I really can't do much here. He also has not drawn mana because he's not played any. And I have again not drawn mana. This is getting slightly annoying now, but I do have the upper hand on the slap contest. And apparently the stream is having a bit of a hiccup. Sorry about that. Aha! He is summoning another thing. Okay, well, we let it summon. And it is a pirate, so I can't kill it with this, but I can kill it with this. Good night. So he's got multiple creatures with flash there. He likes casting things when it's not his turn. Unfortunately for him, I have counters for that. Oh, hello. Well, I've once again not drawn mana. It would be a shame if I were to shoot it. And I swing again. See, I could have sacked this into his creature, and this does give me benefits when it dies. The whole purpose of this creature is to die, but it needs to die when I'm ready for it to die. Thank you, mana! Finally! Okay. I'm still going to make him sack the creature. I'm still going to make him sack it. Sorry, I've got 3 of them. I'm using 3 of them. It's not the right play, but I'm doing it. Your creatures will burn. Okay, he's got 4 mana now. I'm running out of options, and he's still drawing them. What was that? Okay, he's plotted it, so we can cast it next turn for free. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is its power. Oh shit, so we can summon that and then summon something else, and that something else is going to be much more powerful. I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Okay. I'm going to cast this, draw 2 cards at the cost of 2 life. Excellent, that got me some mana. I need that. No attacks. We're going to defend. We're into dangerous territory now. Reach trample, no haste. That's good. But he's still going to summon that other creature, which will be stronger. Yep, that's going to be a 6/6. Don't like it. I do not like this. Okay. I'm going to put this down and hope for the best. Yep, no attacks. I'm going to be ready to block. Please don't 1-turn kill me now. Please don't 1-turn kill me now. Please no. Please. Okay, I'm going to block the 6/6. I'm going to let the 5 hit me because it would trample me for 4 anyway. Ow. Hey, mana. Good, yeah, I'll let mana be my next draw. I don't need it. I've already won. I've already won. Alright, and now the reason this deck is cheeky. Look at this disadvantaged situation I'm in. He's got 11 damage per turn on field. I've got a blocker that he can hit. Or rather, attacker he can hit. Everything is looking actually in his favour right now. I don't know what I could possibly do to survive this situation. Target opponent loses half their life rounded up. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And I win. There we go. Yep, I win. I know I was playing into a potential counterspell there. It was a massive risk, but I needed to take that chance. So, let me just remind you what just happened there. Rush of Dread costs 3 mana just to start the card, and then you spend additional mana to choose what bit or bits of it activate. The first option on here, if I spend 1 extra mana, target opponent sacrifices half the creatures they control rounded up. So I could cause him to get rid of a bunch of stuff. Wasn't important. I've realised we got an ad break right now. I think some people might be behind that. So I will continue the explanation. I'll repeat it as needed, but let's go through this. So the second option, spend 2 mana, target opponent discards half the cards in their hand, rounded up. This could be real nice. If the opponent has a whole bunch of cards, if they're really building up a deck, I can just wipe out half their hand and leave them with far fewer options than they thought they had. I can really make them pick. If they only have 1 card left and I know that's an important card, I can force them to get rid of it. Very nice. But then there's this bottom one. There is this bottom choice, and I'm going to wait the 10 more seconds until people come back from ads, because I want to make sure everyone gets to really understand this one. Okay, Twitch tells me everyone should be coming back from the ads now. Are we back? Those of you who have yet to subscribe to the channel, or otherwise get Twitch Turbo. Are y'all back here? Excellent. Good. Alright then. So the final option on this, Rush of Dread. It costs a minimum 5 mana because 3 for the spell and 2 for the option. Target opponent loses half their life rounded up. And my opponent had 15 life, so that means that would deal 8 damage to them. Now, half their life rounded up is not itself a win condition. If I had enough damage to follow it up, it could be. But often, that's not enough in its own. But that's not the only card in play here. Bloodletter of Aklazotz, a vampire demon. It is a flying creature. It is a 2/4 creature, so it's not the most threatening on field. If an opponent would lose life during your turn, they lose twice that much life instead. So when they lose half their life rounded up, they lose half their life rounded up twice. I didn't come up with this. It is a relatively popular combo. It is the cheesiest cheese in Cheeseville. If I get this card down and play the other one, they lose. That's it, game over. Now, as for the reason why I played into this, into the potential for them to counterspell, not only was I in dire straits if I didn't do that, secondly, that's not the only way I can win here. Or at least in future turns. This deck, right on this screen, actually has another way I can win. We've already seen Shoulder of the Apocalypse. Whenever your opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. Well, if Shouldered is on the field, and my opponent draws a card during my turn, Bloodletter of Aklazotz says they lose life during their turn, they lose twice as much. So instead of losing 2, they lose 4. And then we have Insatiable Avarice. This is normally a card I would use on myself to help me out. I can search my library for a card, then shuffle and put that card on top, or I can cause myself to lose 3 life and draw 3 cards. If I have Shouldered on field, when I draw those 3 cards, I will gain 6 life. So I actually get a net plus 3 life, and I gain 3 cards for using this one. That would be nice. And I can pick the card on top if I have enough mana to make that happen. Beautiful! Or, Bloodletter, Shouldered, both on field. I target my opponent. I tell my opponent, you immediately lose 3 life. Now draw 3 cards. They draw 3 cards. Shouldered says, whoa, 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 you just drew 3 cards. Lose 2 health 3 times. So they've lost 3 health from the cast of this, now they lose 6 from this, and Aklazotz goes, hold up, did you just lose 9 health on my turn? Lose another 9. They lose 18 health on my turn without me attacking. You start with 20 hit points. This guy died on 15. Yeah. Sean ready to say, I'm still surprised Shoulder is still not banned. She's in basically any black deck in the meta. Oh yeah. This card here is ridiculously overpowered. Ridiculously overpowered. It really should be when you draw a card, gain 1 life. When an opponent draws a card, they lose 1 life. It really should be 1-1, not 2-2. The other way to potentially balance it will be to make it 5 mana. So be I'd actually go triple black 2, 5 mana, and remove the Death Touch. Those 2 ways are the ways I balance this card, because as it currently stands, this is an insane card. If my opponent plays this card, unless I have something special going on, it is usually my single biggest target to get that card the fuck out of there. If I play this card, it is usually my opponent's single biggest desire to murder it, unless they already have a win con. This card is that damn nasty. Yeah, I'm playing Standard No Alchemy, so there's no rebalances possible, but it's kind of ridiculous it was printed in this way. 4 mana, draw a card, gain 2 life, opponent draws, lose 2 life, and Death Touch, and it's 4/5. So not only could I use it to block one of these and guarantee they die, granted this one would die to any one of those at the moment, But on top of that, it has all these additional powers. Yeah. Someone saying the most fun part is that drawing into answers kills you. Yeah. There are a number of blue cards which are to the effect of look at the top X cards of your deck, choose one and put it in your hand, which isn't drawing, so this doesn't trigger. But it also means in that situation you don't get the benefits of anything that could be based on drawing, which kind of screws you over the other way. But overall, this is a ridiculously powerful card. Ridiculously powerful. Hey, that sounds good, Queen. Enjoy your technical action. Enjoy. But yeah, I'm glad once again, first time you got to see the cheese of Vampire's Kiss. I put down a vampire, and then I kissed my opponent goodbye. That's literally the deck. Everything else around is ancillary and supportive, but mostly vampire, kiss, game over, I win. Thanks for playing. It's just rude. The first time it happened against me, I saw the vampire go down, and I already knew about this card from a previous set, but the other part of it came in the most recent set, or second most recent now. So when it popped down, I was like, okay, I see your threat there, but I don't need to deal with it too quickly. And then next turn they played the other card and I just lost. Eh? Sorry, how did pure black just instantly tap my entire health? What? Okay, not the strongest start here. I'm going to take it, but it's not the strongest start. This is an interesting card. This is actually one of the few proper counters to Shouldered, because it doesn't just delete that Shouldered, it will get rid of all Shoulders your opponent has, so long as there's not another on field, and there can't be another on field. So this card is your protection against Shouldered. It's also one of the counters to my setup. So, yeah, that's a thing. I have this so that I can hard counter opponents' very senior approaches to success. So this is going to be a little bit of a slow burn to get started. I hope that my opponent likes the slow burn. That doesn't feel like my opponent likes a slow burn. I am probably in trouble. Yep. I am absolutely going to start spending cards to delete tiny things. Even if that sounds ridiculous, I may well do that. Let's see what they're going. Yep, more blue. Alright. Flash Flying Crew. Cool, cool, cool. When it enters, tap up to one target creature. He's obviously going to tap nothing. Pass to attackers. Let him swing. Yep, he's deciding to swing like that. Makes sense. Let's get rid of the artifact with my do not target artifact. Do not worry about artifacts card. He has a counter. That counter is to bring it back. Okay, fair enough. Slightly annoying, but that card is gone. I live another day. Next, and end turn. Well, again, hold out. If he summons it now, this can't hit it, but I can hit the flyer instead. In fact, I'm going to hit the flyer right now. Yeah, might as well. Not a lot I can do. Just get rid of it. Because he's going to be doing this anyway, and he's still going to bring out this. This is also an artifact, so that other card couldn't hit it. That was quite the animation. Alright. Alright, Preacher of the Schism. Excellent. This one can allow me to get some protection against this guy. So, let's bring it out. Now, he might try and counterspell it. Go on, counter it. You know you want to. Counter it. Oh, he didn't counter it. Okay. The reason I wanted him to counter it is because I cast it using the land, which makes it where he cannot counter it if it is a creature of the type I declared. This is a vampire heavy deck. Hey, what the fuck is that? Okay, he just turned that into a 5/4. I am not very happy about that. A 5/4 I can't block neither. And he's still got something he can cast for 1 mana. Or is it this? Nope. So the, oh, aha! This card It was waiting for him to see if he wanted to cast it, which means it's a 1 mana card that isn't a counterspell, because otherwise it wouldn't have let him try to cast it. Which means he can't counter me countering him. So I'm going to counter him by getting rid of this fucking artifact, and I'm going to get rid of it overkill. Because I'm going to also check his deck and see what else he's bringing to bear. Show me what you've got. Shit! Okay. Didn't see that coming. I didn't think he had another one of those, but you know what? Sure. Whatever. Oh god, he can cast it again next turn. Alright, well, we attack. He's going to bring it in once again and make it unblockable. Shit. What's the chance he can stop me killing it a second time? I won't be able to fully get rid of it from the world, but he won't be able to stop me killing it a second time. I really didn't think he had another... Whatever. It happens. Alright, so let's get rid of it. I know I could be setting up this, but I can't risk taking another 5 damage hit, so I have to get rid of it. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. Get it out of here. Thank you. He's discovering 3. Don't like that, but it is what it... Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. Go away! Be gone with you! I don't know what you're thinking about. It's gone. Oh, you shit. He could crew that with the thing he summoned because it had haste. Ah! Well, I need my hit points. Give him my hit points. I really don't like this guy. And I'm running out of ways to stop him. Haha, screw you. You draw land. You cannot upgrade your power right now. Oh, what's that do? Tap target permanent. Yeah, I mean, that was going to... Yeah. He could attack with haste, with unblockable anyway, so whatever. Right, I am in a little bit of a predicament here. But it's not the end of the world. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to swing just outright first. Because this will also help me generate some health, which I really need. Does he block? He doesn't block. Interesting decision. And now I'm going to create a blocker, which he cannot counterspell. If I draw 1 mana next turn and still have the Bloodletter on field, I win. Maybe. Okay, he can't use that yet. Oh, fuck you. Tapping on... He's out of cards. He's played his entire hand. He swings, I take 2 damage. He's played his entire hand, and I got mana! I got mana. Good night. I mean, I have nearly lethal if I just swung, but yeah, good night. Screw you, Blue. Screw you. Now, I could have just swung. He attacked with both of his 1/1s when this was on field. I could have attacked, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, that was actually lethal already, yeah. I had 7 damage there. I could have swung, and then Bloodletter would go, 7 damage? Sounds like 14 damage to me, and he'd have instantly died. So the fact that he attacked there was actually a bad play, because he could have used these to block some of the incoming damage. But it doesn't matter, because I had Rush of Dread, which just goes over the top of everything but a counterspell. Screw you, Blue. Screw you and your unblockable 5 damage haste artifact piece of crap. The more you watch MTG, the more you realise we've heard friends rage about it. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the game is designed around just screwing over everything your opponent is trying to do, yeah. He kind of lost 3 turns ago anyway. Tempo deck without cards is dead. Yeah, he was really banking on the 5 damage unblockable artifact creature. That was basically his plan there. Especially as he also had a situation where when a card went into the graveyard, I think it was that... I forget which one it was, but he had a card when it went to the graveyard, it discovered. And the way that works is that it has discover and a number, say discover 3. You then draw cards from the top of your deck into exile, meaning they don't go into your hand, they go off the game, until you find a card which has a mana cost of 3 or less and isn't a land. Once you get that card, you can choose to either play it for free or put it into your hand, and then all the cards you just exile that isn't that one go on the bottom of your library. Basically, you just kind of go down until you get one that's cheap enough, free cast or put it in hand. That's what Discover is. So that was kind of his way to get more cards there, it looked like. But most of it came down to, haha, what are you going to do? You can't block this creature. Oh, did it die? It came back. But it died a few times too many, and therefore I managed to survive. It's interesting the item he used, though. Let me just set up a brand new thingamajig real quickly here. So he was using a blue enchantment, and I don't know if I even have it. I do have it. Okay, yeah. Zoetic Glyph. Enchant Artifact. Enchanted Artifact is a golem creature with base power and toughness 5/4 in addition to its other types, which makes it pretty strong already. This is what I got played against me the other day and I lost to because I just did not draw a counter in time. Someone played this on, of all bloody things, Diamond Pickaxe. It's an artifact. It is indestructible. Nothing else to it. All the rest of the information on there doesn't apply. They just had an indestructible 5/4 artifact creature. I'm just looking like, huh? I can't block it to death. I can't target it with a kill card. It's indestructible. The only way to get rid of it would either be to have a kind of a exile board wipe, so you don't kill the creature has to vanish from existence, i.e. be exiled, or I have to get my opponent to sacrifice it. And I just didn't draw a sacrifice card in the few turns it took him to just murder me. He put down Diamond Pickaxe and then that Zoetic thing, and I just looked like, you motherfucker. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Yeah, okay, fair enough. You pulled something like that. I'm out. I'm out, I guess. So yeah, there are a lot of really, really cheeky setups, and if you don't have the counter, you do feel like you just get walked over. MTG is very much a swingy game in that regard. So long as you have a strong enough win con yourself, you also can be the person doing the walking over. If instead your win con is some janky ass combo that's a literal house of cards, he'll get blown over most of the time. Let's go kiss someone else. Let's spread the love. It is Pride Month after all. Why not? Hello, Shiro, with your lightning whip, whatever that is. I have something for you, and you might not like it. Let's keep this starting hand. Got a couple kill cards, got a couple death touch creatures. We'd love to see them. This is a vampire deck, and Shouldered is in it. Shouldered is not a vampire. That's because Shouldered is just that damn good. Oh, I have 4 mana in hand. Oh dear. Looks like turn 4 Shelly is on the table. What's he going to bring now? He's bringing out green-black. Okay, and he's got an enchantment. Creature tokens you control have mana of any colour. Okay, I've seen things like this before now. I am going to put the Greedy Freebooter down. That might help me out, it might not. It does mean I can't cast a kill card this turn, but I don't think this turn he can bring out something that needs to be insta-killed. No, okay, we got another one of these enchantments. Not sure I like this. But he might be too late to stop me doing something. So, for now, Preacher of the Schism. Schism? Schism? I think it's Schism. Schism? I don't actually know. Now I realise I've read the word, but who the hell uses that word in real life? I don't actually know what this word is. I don't like you. I really don't like you. Yeah. I really do not like that. I'm going to get rid of it now. I know I could bring out Shelley. Not as important as getting rid of that. Yeah, that is more important to me. Now we swing. This is going to hurt me, and I get an extra card. Oh, more mana. Okay. Pretty much done for the mana now, but sure, why not? Yeah, so that card I just got rid of there. For 4 mana, he can get rid of that card and bring back every single land from his graveyard. And there is a special combo with that, which I really do not like. What are you? Mill 3 cards, then may return a creature from mana 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh shit. Okay, well I guess that's coming back, isn't it? And he's got 2 of them in there. Oh, he did this one instead. When this enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. When this dies, you may exile it and return a creature from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, and you now get some plant creature tokens. Okay. I'm starting to see some combo here, and I don't like it. This guy knows what he's doing, yep. Oh, I do not like this. I do not like this. Okay. Well then. That's a problem. I'm just going to give him a nice on this one. That is one hell of a combo right there. That is one hell of a combo. There are counters to it. I don't have any of them in this deck. I am a little bit screwed. Oh, and this is back again, is it? Okay, welcome back. Yep. Keep ruining my day. Yep. That works. When this enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, destroy target non-land permanent. Oh, well, there goes that, which is going to destroy one of my things. How has he still got mana to do stuff? There goes that. Activate this, blows up mine. Yep, there it goes. There's an ETB, so I can't stop it. When it dies, you may exile it, which is going to trigger all of this again. I think I've lost. Yeah, I think I've lost, chat. Holy shit. Oh my god, he's got another... Where is he getting the mana from for all of this? How can he tap these so soon? I'm going to use the 1 kill card to get rid of 1 creature. Yay. Man, if only that worked in this situation here. I am screwed. Yep, that's game. Typo gives pseudo haste. You may activate abilities of creatures to control as though those creatures had haste. Ah, right. That's how it works. Man, sure would have been great if I had the end just a moment prior. Get rid of half your creatures. If you're going to force me to sit through your setup, you can choose half to lose. And then kill me. I'll let him have the kill, but I'm going to force him to get rid of a bunch of stuff first. He was, of course, going to get rid of the weaker ones and still hit me with the ones which have like 12/12 on it. But yeah, no attacks. I'm not going to let him have the win, but he has claimed the win for himself here. This is an insane combo. And I don't think I ever, at any point, had a counter for it. The only way I could have countered it was to draw my own win con sooner. That was my counter. Win sooner. I didn't, so I don't. We block the 14. And we die. Yep, that'll do it. Minus 26. I started on 20 health. Sometimes you lose. He drew the right cards, I did not. Now the thing is that it seems like that was a very, very powerful setup from him, and granted it was powerful, but it required him to have both of those enchantments on field, have that, that Planeswalker to make it where he could instantly utilise the mana, and he needed things to be leaving his graveyard in order for those triggers to start setting off all over the place. He needed all of those things to start coming together there before mine did. All I need are 2 cards, a vampire and a spell, a sorcery. I cast those 2, I win. It's just, unfortunately for me, I had the sorcery, I didn't have the vampire. There you are. It's a powerful setup, but I do see the weaknesses of it. In other decks of mine, I have creatures that when they attack and deal damage to my opponent, I get to destroy an enchantment for free. That would have hard countered it as well. I had ways, they just weren't there at the time. If I had Shoulder Edict, I could have immediately killed the Planeswalker, but I didn't. Yeah, he didn't need Tyvar, but he needed Tyvar to act that quickly on that turn, Storm Raider. That's the point. Without Tyvar, he wouldn't be able to utilize the mana instantly of all of those tokens. And that would have slowed him down a turn or two. Actually, probably a couple turns. Because each additional token he was creating was giving him mana to start cascading the next effect. To do the effect, to get more tokens, to do the effect, to get more tokens, to do the effect, to get more tokens. Usually that takes turns. So the Planeswalker was instrumental in him being able to hit me so hard so fast that I just could not have a counter in time. That's what it was. Without that, he could have maybe had 6, maybe even 10 damage on field. And if I had enough of a counter to try and get around that, I could generate life from Sheldred, I could block some of the incoming damage. There are ways to prevent it getting so ridiculous. I just didn't have them. So, not imbalanced, but bloody well set up. It's impressive when it happens. Oh, you bastard. Well, he's going to look at my hand and take a card and throw it away. What's he going to throw away? What is he going to throw away? He's going to throw away the card that allows me to search my deck for a card. Interesting. But now I have my win con in hand. Now, he might do that again. Typically, a deck that steals a card from you is going to steal more than one. It's very rare that someone runs just one of those. Yep, there it is. What's he going to take this time? Rush of Dread? He should do, because it's a win con. Yep, there it goes. Feck. Oh, and he's going to force me to discard a card. I hate this guy. Truly, genuinely hate this guy. I've lost 3 of my cards already. He spent 3 cards to do it, but my god. I'm going to put this down because it's going to be of value to me, but my god. Next, and end turn. Who needs to defeat their opponent where you can just tell your opponent they're not allowed to play anything? Oh, and I'm going to lose another card. Alright. I guess I'm going to lose my land card. No. Lose this. Alright, I got on the land anyway. Because now I can cast this, it actually gets onto field, and I hope that he doesn't have a kill card. If he has a kill card, I'm completely out of options. Okay, he's going to discard my final land. There he goes. And there it is. What can I do against this? I have no cards left. He's just stealing everything I have, and I didn't even have this to prevent that from dying. What do I do when someone just draws nothing but hand hate? Like, he opened his hand with multiple duresses. Oh, and of course he's got Shelly. Every black deck in the world has Shelly. Yeah. I'm not even going to put the land down. Because I can discard if he gives me another discard a hand. And discard a card out of your hand. He draws so much cheap hand hate. So much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them in his early cards. 5 in his first, like, 10 cards. And then he gets Shelly as well. Fuck. Basically. I'm already on to 5 health. This game's already over. I am hoping for a Hail Mary here, but there isn't really it. Yeah, discard is usually a too risky setup. I've tried playing it myself. If you don't draw something good with your discards, then your opponent just starts drawing cards as well. And, okay, cool, you've slowed them down, but your opponent now just has access to their stuff. Oh, but it's going to come back tapped, which means he wins. Because he's done that during my turn, which means he can now still just attack. I'm just going to leave. The game's over. And he goes to steal from my hand again. The game's over. He didn't even need to cast that last one. He could have literally just swung with the 5 damage he had on field. If you've got to win, if the damage is there, just swing. Use your win. Don't cast other cards. Don't waste people's time. Just go. You're done. But yeah, that was ridiculous. But say for example that I had drawn. I don't know if I have it in this deck. Well, I have draw cards, but yeah. So if I had, for example, Blood Pact, that would allow me to draw additional cards. And as a result, I then have more protection against discard. If he didn't get rid of my, was it Insatiable Avarice, this allows me to draw 3 cards. And if I have enough mana, choose what one of those cards are going to be. Now, this isn't the strongest deck against card draw, but yeah. That would allow Shelly to kill me faster? It would. But if I got those out before he got the Shelly on field, then I'd have had the cards to deal with him. Instead, I was basically just holding on to nothing going, well, that sucks for me, doesn't it? If I had the extra draw, I'd have had that shoot the Sheriff, out comes the Shelly, I shoot the Sheriff. That kind of thing. At the end of the day, Shelly plus discard is a absolute pain in the ass, yes. And you have to kill the Shelly ASAP. Because Shelly is overpowered. I think pretty much everyone who knows enough about Magic the Gathering to have an informed opinion on this knows that Shelly is overpowered. She really is. Like, even the named pure Shelly isn't as powerful as Shelly. Because there is just Sheoldred. We have Sheoldred's Edict, or Edict, I don't even know on that one, but that one's very powerful. We have Sheoldred the Apocalypse, my god, what the fuck even is that card? And then we have just Sheoldred. The Sheoldred. And whilst it is very good, don't get me wrong, the power level between these two is definitely the wrong way around. I mean, I wouldn't want to see this become a 4 mana cost, that would be ridiculous. But this one at 4 is also ridiculous. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah. The quote-unquote Shouldred, just Shouldred, no other names with it, can get a lot of work done, but it also has a lot of setup. Older Shelly's not on Arena? Fair do. Then I just don't know about it. If it's not on Arena and it's not in Standard, I have no knowledge of it, I'll be honest. I've stuck to one part of Magic because then I can properly understand one part, rather than not really understanding all the parts. I prefer it that way. I like to specialise. Okay, I actually have the WinCon cards in my hand already. And we're playing against someone playing at least green, so the chances of them forcing me to lose these cards is very low. I don't know what he's going for here. It's a wolf deck, I guess. Whenever you cast a spell with mana 4 or greater, put a +1/+1 on this. Okay. Yeah, no, that's nothing to be even remotely concerned about. That doesn't trigger just yet. Oh, it triggers itself. Create a map token, sure, do as you do. Is he going to swing? He's not going to swing. Alright then. We'll put down another mana. We will do absolutely nothing. No attacks. End turn. What I'm going to do is turn 4 Shelly, turn 5 Bloodletter, turn 6 Rush of Dread. Reason being, if he uses a fight card, I want him to use it on Shelly, not on my Bloodletter. I do not want Bloodletter to die. And the reason for holding it a turn is then I'll have the mana to cast this as well, which will protect it from dying. We will block that, reduce the incoming damage. This will give us mana, which is now going to suddenly change my plan. Oh, look, that's available soon. Cool. Yeah, my plan has now just changed. The likelihood of them killing me next turn is exceptionally low, so I'm going to take this risk. Next and end turn. So he's going to need to get around my blocker and deal lethal this turn, or he loses. That's it. That's the entire situation. Back of 1. I thought he was going to put it on the 3-2 to stop me blocking and killing it. No, he just won't attack with it. Fair enough. I'm just going to let you hit me. You're out of mana. You can't kill me. Bap, bap. Yep. I should have read the card, but it's fine. I can allow that to happen. Oh, he's still wanting to do some more things. Oh god, here we go. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. This was exactly what I was looking to protect myself from. Let's give this. I sacrifice my treasure token, which is why I have the greedy 1-mana creature. This dies, it comes back, it's not dead. Excellent. Now I have enough mana. I cast Death. What kind? Sorcery. Not instant. Oh, it's so dumb every single time. Every single time it is just so dumb. He's like, I'm going to cast this card, I'm going to cast this card, and this is going to scale up, and that's going to get a +1, and this is going to get a +1. I'm going to get this bonus, I'm going to draw this card, I'm going to shoot that creature down. You are dead. Not a big surprise. It's so cheeky. It's almost unfair. To be honest, it's almost unfair. And I love it. I love it. Alright, now I do want to fiddle with a deck I've already had for a while. This one here, I think? Yeah, this one here. Do want to fiddle with this, because I saw someone use a card that I didn't know existed. And I definitely want to try it. I forget if it's an instant or sorcery. I think for the cost of it, it's got to be a sorcery, but let's try. I might not own it. Okay. Was it May Exile? This is one. Ah, it's a rare card and I have none of them. Alright. Power World Kill doesn't have a saving throw in 5th edition. I don't know if it does in other Storm Raider. I can't remember. I've only ever seen it in 5th. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may exile any number of green cards from your hand. This spell costs 2 less to cast for each card exiled this way. Choose target creature with mana value less than X. Search your library for a creature card with the same name as that creature. Put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle. So this one is an interesting card. Apparently it's an older card. I just didn't see the potential in it before now. Because the potential of it is it can go into this one right here, or work with it. So first it targets a creature, and then it does the things. By targeting this creature, whenever it becomes a target of a spell, my opponent gains a poison counter. And then this will bring out a copy of this onto the battlefield, so now I have 2 of these. And now at any point if a spell targets one of these 2, or any other creature I have, or these 2 on field, my opponent will get 2 poison counters. If my opponent reaches 10 poison counters, they just die. Doesn't matter what hit points are, doesn't matter anything else, 10 poison counters, they die. That's it, game over. And once you have a poison counter in Standard, there is absolutely no way to remove them. Once you are poisoned, that's it. You are poisoned. However many counters you got, that's it. It's much more powerful in 1v1 than it is in, say, Commander. The reason being is that no amount of damage affects poison, no amount of poison affects damage. So if I poison someone to 9 poison counters and I reduce them down to 1 hit point, they're still alive, they're still playing. Whereas if I had done 1 less poison and 1 more damage, or 1 less damage and 1 more poison, I'd have won. So that is where the weakness of poison comes in. But in 1v1s, it's a little bit better. And as you can tell by the boxes here, I have a few decks utilising that creature because it's kind of a little bit good. Just a little bit. So let's bring this out. I'm not going to spend the wild cards on that card I'd seen. As nice as it would be, I'm not going to spend them. It's not worth it. You're very right, Storm Raider. It does kill twice as fast because it's still 10 poison. The risk on that, though, is that it's still only taking out 1 person, and you can't work with other players unless they also use poison. So, again, the whole someone's on 1 hit point and 9 poison tokens because you did poison and someone else did the damage, you could have killed them by now. But instead you dealt less damage to have poisonous creatures instead. So that is the trade-off there. This looks like a very interesting starting hand, and I'm absolutely going to play it. Keep. Oh yes. Alright. Let's get green-blue mana on field first. After this I can Mirrex. Yeah, I think Mirrex is the right call next. Ooh, that changes plan slightly. Okay, I was going to say Mirrex Voidwing, but actually Mirrex Bilious. Because then I can kill that. Or I could just go over the top of him. I might be able to afford to just go over the top of him. He's playing double green. Ah, it's a risk. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to take the risk. This might be a really bad play. I'm going to try going over the top of him. It's risky. I'm leaving myself open to just get killed here. And if he has fight cards before I can get going, oh, I'm really upset. Interesting. Cool. Yeah, I'm not going to block that. Absolutely not. Oh, I really wanted black mana, but that's fine. I will force black mana to exist. I really need to update this one with the one that gives you health as well when you do this, but whatever. Alright then, and we attack. He now has a poison token on him. It has begun. If we get to the end of his turn, I'm going to use this card. I guess he's seen it before. Alright. Alright. We'll just find someone else. Yeah, we'll find someone else. Cool, that's a card. Press quit. Sometimes that happens. If you're not in ranked, it just happens, yeah. Patch notes, we set the poison killed it from 10 to 1. Maybe. Or maybe they just looked at it and went, you didn't block and then you hit me. Ah, shit, I see how this is going to go. I don't want to deal with this. It's very possible. That's one of the downsides of not going in the ranked queue. But I want to dick around at the moment, which is also why I'm not in ranked queue. I suppose this deck isn't that weak. Okay. Do we take this to ranked? Where I might screw up because it is a little bit below the meta these days. Do I take it to ranked? Because the downside of ranked is that it's based on your account rank, not your deck's rank. So if you switch from a good deck to a not so good deck, you start losing. Feel it's risky? I mean, that's exactly what I'm expressing. The question is, do we take the risk? Queen thinks we should. Alright. So that's half a vote in favour of ranked. Because Queen also likes to just screw around. Is the risk funny? We get fewer people quitting in the first 2 turns. You're right, Queen. 1/4. Is there a reward? If I get up to a higher rank, then I get more packs at the end of the season. Because you get... I forget exactly how much you get. Let me see. Profile. Yeah, so I'm currently at Plat 2. If I get 7 wins in a row, I'll be into Diamond. Which means an additional free pack at the end of the season. Which is in 15 days. It is Queen. It is mean. And I've not done any, let's say, limited, because I don't enjoy limited. I tried it, don't enjoy it. Limited is where you don't go in with a pre-made deck that's constructed. In limited, you instead are given a bunch of packs to open up. You open up a pack, you choose a card from that pack, and then you pass the rest of the cards to the person off to the side. And from the other side, they pass you the remainder of their pack. And then you take one out of that, and so on and so on. Yeah, draft. Yeah. Limited is draft. It is on Arena, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, if I go to... Play. Oh, fuck, no. I did... Lag! Cancel. Right, okay, there we are. Cool. Stupid lag. Because everything's a loading screen on Arena. It's a real problem. So, you've got your standard access to games with Constructed, and it guides you into best of one. It doesn't indicate... Look at this. I mouse over everything. You can see these are buttons. When I mouse over them, they highlight. I mouse over these. They animate. I mouse over these. They animate. Animation. You can see everything's a button, right? Every single button, even these buttons, you can see they do something when I mouse over them. This one, nothing. It just tells you, yep, you're about to play best of one. Okay, sure, whatever. It's a button. It's a button. You can switch between best of one and best of 3. For like 2 or 3 months. Now, I think it might have even been longer than that. I didn't know this existed. For months, I had no idea you could just switch to best of 3 right there. So now all of you who didn't know, now know. I think I accidentally hit my mic there, sorry. Anyway, that aside, you can see bits and pieces there for just finding games. Or you go to the Events tab. And then you can access into various different event setups. For example, quick draft of Wilds of Eldraine. Premier draft of Modern Horizons 3, the most recent set. Premier draft of Outlaws of Thunder Junction. And so on and so forth. Various different other types of things to get involved in. They're all right there. But yeah. Always wanted to try online. How's it compare to live F2F play? F2F, sorry. I'm trying to pass that one. Is that F2F? Friend to friend? Face to face? Oh, just face to face. I've not done a lot of face to face, as in I've done exceptionally little. Most of it was I properly got introduced to this game in Canada when I visited for a few days. But it is snappier, it is far less interactive, and it is far more try-hard, is what the Reddit consensus seems to be about this. Because you're not really playing with people, you're only playing against them, you're not with friends, then it is just combat. You just oppose them, you are doing your challenges, you are trying to get your victories, you want to get your rank points if you're doing ranked, or you want to get your gems and coins back from actually entering into different events. Yeah. So it is much more try-hard. People aren't going in with anywhere near as much jank, so much as they're going in with win. There is jank out there, but not as much. In terms of access to cards, you can't import your cards. I've got a whole bunch of cards here that I got from giveaway packs and whatnot. I say a whole bunch, it fills one box, it's not really that many, but the point is I can't put those cards into Magic Arena, so it is an extra outlay. You can't buy singles off friends or whatnot. However, I have played this entirely free to play. If you do play free to play, you can pick up the packs for free with gold, and that is my personal recommendation, because I am opposed to loot boxes. I don't like loot boxes. I enjoy playing Magic the Gathering, to an extent, but I don't enjoy the loot box nature of how you get into it. I don't think it is a fair or moral way of selling a product. I cannot think of a good reason, other than greed, to not just sell the cards. So that is my problem there. But you can play freely. If you play freely, then treat it more like an RPG, in that you start low level and you fight against opponents. Some you win, some you lose. You work your way up, you gain your XP, you gain your equipment to build up bigger, brutier decks. Yeah. But it does mean that the starting point is going to be a bit weaker. You do get given plenty of free cards. I do mean a lot of free cards. It's just they're not going to give you 4 copies of Shoulder the Apocalypse. No. Doesn't work like that. And as you open up the packs with coins, gems, or otherwise, if you do wish to spend money on it, I can't stop you. As you open up the packs, you will get wild cards of various rarities, which you can then use on those other cards as well. So for example, if I opened up a pack and it gave me another Agatha's Soul Cauldron, I already have one of those. So before even showing it to me, it would actually turn it into a wild card of that rarity. And that is something paper will never do for you. If you got a mythic card of otherwise low value, you couldn't just go into a shop and trade that in for a Shoulder of the Apocalypse. You couldn't. But in MTG Arena you can, technically, because it just gives you the wild card instead. So it's nicer in that regard. Not a lot nicer, but it is a little nicer. That applies only when opening packs directly. If you're opening packs through draft, excess duplicates, so duplicates above 4, instead go into the vault for a very tiny return. So draft doesn't have the same bad luck protection on getting excess duplicates. But that's just a draft thing. And again, another reason I don't like draft. Story saying, I've been playing free on Arena since Ixalan, got on minimally better, but you need multiple months to build a deck if you're unlucky, as you get about a rare wild card per week. Is it about a rare per week? I'm not sure on that, I'll be honest. People didn't say, what is a good way to get gold and get packs in Arena? So, in terms of the free-to-play way of doing it, first of all, you can just get wins. Every time you win up to 15 wins in a day, you gain some benefits. A couple cards here or there, a little bit of gold. The first win is something like, I think, 250 gold, but then it quickly comes right the way down. You can see here it's only 50 gold for my next win today. Weekly also gives you some rewards, so that's a positive. There are some from the Battle Pass, which I basically just don't look at. But the Battle Pass has some free packs in it as well, as you can see here. Just from playing the game. But the main source of gold is going to come from the daily challenge. You can stack up to 3 daily challenges, so you don't have to play every day, but every 3 days to keep on top of it. A daily challenge will either be 500 or 750 gold, and you get 1 reroll per challenge. So if it says cast 20 white or green spells, you're like, I really don't want to play white or green, you can reroll it and hope for something better. If you roll out, if you've got a 500 one, I'd say roll it every single time. Even if you like the challenge, just roll it. Because there is a chance it'll upgrade to 750 gold, whereas if it's 750, don't re-roll it. It's got a very high chance of coming down to 500. So from the daily situation there, you can get, let's call it 500 gold a day. Across 30 days, that will give you 15,000 gold. If you get, say, 400 gold a day from the daily wins, now your total is actually up to 27,000 gold. And you might pick up other bits and pieces here or there in terms of gold. So around 1,000 gold a day, or 30,000 a month, I wouldn't say is unreasonable just from ordinary play. I'm not going to go into the draft side of things because you'd need to be decent at draft. Yeah. You'd need to be decent at those. So with 30,000 gold, that allows you to pick up... Oh, that's not where I want to be. I have a pack waiting for me. I won't open that on stream. With 30,000 gold, you go into the packs, and yeah, you can see 10,000 gold is 10 packs. It's just 1,000 gold per pack. Don't buy mythic packs. You don't need them. Don't buy them. They give you a higher chance of rarer cards, but it's not worth the extra cost. Not unless you are already damn near finished with that set. And crucially, you always want to buy the most recent standard decks. This first one here, it says, important note, cannot be played in standard. So these packs here wouldn't be usable in the current format that I've been playing, the standard format. You have to go into the arena specific ones, which, well, I don't want to. Is it arena? Or, no, historic specific, I think, in this case. Point being, these cards you can use in basically any format for the same cost. So go for that, get your most recent stuff, and you'll see here it says purchase 10 more Modern Horizons 3 such and such, or Outlaws of Thunder Junction, which is this set, to earn a golden pack. When you get a golden pack, then you get 6 more rares in there with, again, chances to upgrade to Mythic. So by doing this, rather than drafting, again, assume you're not good at drafting, you're getting 10 packs, which is going to have you... Is it 8 cards a pack? Yeah, so I think that's 80 cards, plus a golden pack for another 6 cards. So that's 86 cards, and you'll have, in total then, a minimum of 16 rares or mythic rares. Yeah. And you can get that 3 times a month. 3 times a month, that's going to be 40 to 50... Yeah, 258 cards. 258. Yeah. Am I playing friends, randos, or bots? I've been playing against randos. Just queuing in and fighting them up. And just smacking them in the face. And let's do that again now. Yeah, fair do, Penguin. If you're looking for specific decks, you will burn through your wild cards very quickly. And getting more is a very slow process if you aren't spending money. So do be aware of that. It does run you down. Okay, this looks like a nice happy start. Let's keep that. Damn, he's going first. Oh, he's going... Okay. Slightly less good. We're up against red aggro. Phyrexian, you get on field. What is that? First strike, haste, reckless. You know what? I'm just going to let you run through me. No blocks. No blocks. Gain life. First strike I'm really bad at dealing with, so I'm just going to have to let that happen. What I can do is... swing first, see what happens. Good. There we go. And I'll pop this down as a blocker. Fair do, Penguin. Glad you were properly warned. Alright, what's he going to do here now? Oh, cool. Another creature. And this one's flying in haste. And yep, I do not want to block either of them. Yeah, I'm not going to block with either of them. I'm going to play aggro as well. It's a risk, but it's a risk I'm going to try here. Now I say aggro, what I can do is I can drop down the Myrix and I can kill one of his creatures. I'm probably best served getting rid of this one, because it's got the first strike on it. And then I can work on dealing with that 2-2 afterwards. Or I can kill the 2-2 now. But if I kill the 2-2 now, then I have just killed it. It's gone. This is actually a toughie. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's kill this one so I can attack. We'll put an extra poison counter on him. Okay. Let's swing with this. And what I think I'll do here is, yeah, I'll summon that one. Now, if he board wipes me, I'm fucked. But if he board wipes me, he'll have to board wipe himself as well, most likely. I'm taking a gamble here. I'm really taking a gamble. Now, if he tries to target one of my creatures with a spell, he's going to get 2 poison tokens straight up. Poison counters. Interesting. Okay, he can cast that. Yeah, that's just going to land on field. I don't like that. Okay, he's run out of mana, so I can safely block that one. I don't want to block that, because I'll just lose the creature for free. There we are, that's fine. Okay. So I'm going to cast this. I'm going to swing with everything and see if he blocks anything. He does. And now I'm going to protect it from dying. If I had enough mana, I could have killed that one outright. I probably shouldn't have summoned the creature, but yeah. More important is get the poison on him, make this invulnerable, and hope that I don't die this turn. I may have overdone it here, because he's already got 6 damage on field. If he upgrades that just a little bit, I could be in too much heat. Now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 damage on field, so I'm going to have to reduce that best way that I can. The best way I can reduce that, the only way I can reduce that is to sack. I can't actually kill a creature this way, but I can do this. He's attacked with everything. I just win. He didn't look ahead. He didn't look ahead as to what happens if he attacks with everything. I was looking at my situation as I was counting up the damage and taking calculated risks. He just swung and just guessed that it would win. But he didn't check to see if I could just swing and hit him to death. So that was a misplay on his part. That was 100% a misplay. He could have held back creatures and whittled down my toxics. But that's not a very red thing to do. Red doesn't like doing that because they don't have momentum. Most of the time. I got lucky there. Usually red can kind of tear your face off. And so if I see someone playing pure red like that, I'm a little screwed. Yeah. Always double check the maths? Absolutely. This game, being set up on PC rather than being face-to-face, it makes it very easy for you to check the math and take the time. Oh, that's a power hand. That is a power hand. Okay. So long as this person is not playing a quick removal. You know, I can work with this. I can work with this. He can swing hard, and then I might swing harder. We'll see. We'll try working with this. I'm going to take a big risk here and just fully gun it. Unless he does that. That's bad news. Now I'm screwed. There was a chance of that happening. Unfortunately, it happened. So now I'm just going to have to block my way out of this. Next and end turn, I do have a defensive card. But yeah, that was really bad news there. Okay, pass to attackers. I'm going to pass to blockers. Block the 2 damage rather than the 1. I know we can buff this up, but I'm taking the risk. So, block it, protect it. 1 green, this becomes immortal. So his 1 dies, my 1 doesn't. He gets to see 1 card. Cool, can you even play it? He can play it next turn. Doesn't stop him too much, but yeah. Okay, target creature gains +1/+3 and gains reach until end of turn, untap it. Cool. I have a surprise defense. So I'm going to swing, leaving myself completely exposed to him here, whilst also dealing 4 poison counters. It looks like I am open to being just walked over. Pass to attackers. He swings. And this stands up. Hi! Choose blockers, block that. It has enough health. His 1 dies, my 1 does not. And now I get to do something ridiculous. This now deals 5 poison on hit. He is 1 poison away from dying. You're gonna need to block me. You can't attack with everything. If you attack with everything, I just swing, so you have to block. Yep. There he goes. He's blocking. He thinks, okay, haha, you can't attack me now. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. I'm going to destroy one of my enchantments. Yep, let's destroy this. Oh, does that mean I can proliferate? You gain an extra token. You die. Oh, he thought he could block me. He thought he could block. When I said I had a God Hand, that was an exceptionally powerful opener right there. That is close to the most power it can have. Not gonna lie. To just open up. Poison, 3 poison, 5 poison, death. There's the evil laughter you're talking about? Yes. Do I play this streaming often? Nice laugh. Oh, it's a necessary one for this one. It's necessary. Ranks was worth a risk? Yeah, I suppose it was. Do I play this streaming often? Not too often, no. Not too often. I'll be honest, I do recognise that while some people enjoy watching it, I like to have Friday be Variety Friday. And my other 2 streams during a week is Warframe on Wednesday and Warframe on Sunday. Because that is primarily what I am known for. So, MTG I do not do too often. Not to say it won't ever happen again. We've had a few of these streams, just not often. Last week we had... It was EVE Online last week, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was EVE Online previously. We've also had Apex Legends, Minecraft, Stardew Valley, Slay the Spire, Into the Breach, FTL. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. Not the strongest opener, but an opener I can absolutely work with. So we're going to work with it. Let's keep the 7. I'm going to go for the quick cast on Bilious. Might be the wrong call. I'm going to take it. Because these 2 take time to come online. I've gone for the ones which give me life to try and resist damage-based builds. Because I want to go for the attack, not the defense. Fire Actions, because pretty much everything toxic is Fire Action. Oh, you can blame me, Shaq. That's fine. Okay, no defenses. Excellent. Let's pop down a little bit of a green-blue. And attack! Yes, Java Minecraft's what I play. Interesting. They're holding on to white and blue mana. I'm not a fan of that. But we'll swing. Attack! There we go. And Voidring Hybrid. You can't counter this. You can't counter it. You can't counter it. It uses Cavernous Souls. Sorry. I hate counter spells so much. I really hate them. Is he still thinking? Okay, he was really looking at that one. He was really thinking. I thought for a moment he might try and counter it anyway, which you can do, and it then just doesn't work. It just goes straight to your graveyard. Sometimes you might want to do that, but usually no. Oh, okay, he's going to get rid of something. He's going to get rid of everything. Oh, you little bastard. That's mean. Damn. He just got rid of both my creatures. It would be a shame if I had a counter to that. Give me them back. And gain some poison. We're up to 3. What's your next plan, mate? I did spend all my mana there, so... see what comes. Oh, hello. What is that? That is nothing I'm going to need to worry about, quite frankly. Evolving Wilds. I don't have much black mana on there, so I'm going to go searching for some black. There we go. Lovely. Right, next combat. Swing. He's on 5. And you know what? I'm gonna pop down another one of these. It's risky. Putting 3 creatures on field at once. He could board wipe. That would be bad for me. But I'm gonna take the risk. What you got, mate? What do you got for me? Oh no, he's given up. He's given up. It's all over. It's all over, chat. Absolutely nothing he had for it. Absolutely nothing. Some Falling 3. Storm Raider. Bring the ending. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2 mana. But wait, it's corrupted. Counter that spell instead if its controller has 3 or more poison counters. They have 5 poison counters, which means if he tried casting a Sunfall, I'd just go, no. And then I'd swing for another bunch of poison. Oh, he did his best. He cast a whopping 2 spells. It was an impressive and valiant effort. We applaud him. 2 spells. Yeah. My deck is a little bit more aggro than such a long game can handle. Don't care about what that Battle Pass stuff is, it charges money, and I'm not giving money to MTG Arena until they allow you to buy cards directly and get rid of their packs, which they'll never ever do. So, tough. I will keep leeching off it and playing for free. I know there is this spoken unspoken agreement that streams are allowed of games because we advertise their game. Well, I'm still advertising it, but I'm also going to call out the fact that it uses loot boxes as its monetization system. Oh god, this is a bad hand. I don't think you can get the hideaway one, Storm Raider. Not the normal Battle Pass, but the hideaway event thing they've got going on. Or if you can, it's with gems, which I would need to farm, draft, which I don't want to do. Right, Mulligan, this is no good. Oh shit, this is not good either. Right, well, I'm probably going to die. Will Mulligan one more time? Yep, nope, nope. Nope, we're bad. Keep what we got. Let's get rid of a Mirrex, let's get rid of a Tyvar, and pray. Okay, that's not good. And does that make me get rid of... Each player discards a card. Yeah, this is the problem with Mulligan versus discards. I've already lost 2 cards. I'm... Take my forest. Excellent, thanks. Right. Mirrex, Bilious. I think I've lost. I did not draw a good enough hand. He did. He's now going to steal another card from me. He's going to steal the Drowning Ichor. Yep, there it goes. I'm going to cast this. Or rather place this land down. let's go digging. I'm going to want the black one. Might as well swing. There's no way he's going to block it with the bat. There we are. I hit the bat. I hit the bat too. There's plenty of ways to counter it, but you need to counter it. Oh, wonderful! He's going for the free card draw approach. This is great. But he did put something into my graveyard which comes back. So that can help me. This is useless to me. This is literally useless to me. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've basically lost. I'm going to swing and force him to sack his separator. Oh, he didn't sack it. Alright, enjoy the poison counters. Would learning draft be a good way to farm gold? Yeah, sure. If you are good enough at draft, go right ahead. You can farm gold. More important, you can farm gems, the actual premium currency. Like, you can literally earn the equivalent of platinum that way, Penguin. So sure, if you think you can handle it, go for it. I'm going to have to let him do the card draw because there is nothing I can do to stop him. He is screwing me up here. Don't steal more of my cards, please. I don't have many cards. I don't even have much mana. Shit, this is a decision. Do I go for the bat to get another Drowning Ichor? Or do I go for this now so that I can swing freely? I have to swing freely. I need to get past the thing, because that thing is dangerous. Oh, we're not doing music changes? Oh, shit, I didn't see that. Sorry. Now, this proliferation brings this card back. He forced me to mill it, and now I get it back in my hand. And now I can swing. Oh, he's probably got a kill card, hasn't he? He's got a kill card. There it is. Damn it. I was really hoping to get some poison on him. Alright, ignore the order a moment. Queen really wanted to have a music change. So Queen can have their music change, and then they can shut up. There we are. Each player discards a card. Why Liliana? I look away for a moment and Liliana hits me? Really? Okay, well I don't have the mana to cast this, so it's just wasteful having it there. Yep, he's going to hold his blocker. I need mana! I hate this guy so much. I hate this guy so much. I could go for Liliana, but it wouldn't matter. I need the poison on him. Poison's the only way I'm going to win. Hitting anything else is a waste. Yay! Right, if I summon a creature now, he's just going to instantly blow it up. But it's the best chance I have to get anywhere, so... Force him to blow it up. Excuse me. I need to force him to blow it up. Because otherwise, if he keeps emptying my hand, I'm really screwed. Stop. Oh, I've so lost. I can proliferate the Liliana. Proliferating Liliana would give her more loyalty points, not less. That is not a good thing. Oh great, slow mana. Yay, I love slow mana. Woo, slow mana. Swing. He's going to block it. Oh, I didn't block it. Okay, cool. That's a dangerous game, not blocking there. Oh, I suppose he's got lethal. Doesn't matter. Yeah. I had to mulligan twice, and then he opens up with discard. I cannot fight that. There is no way to fight that. And it is one of my biggest issues with Magic the Gathering. Is that a third of your victories are because your opponent just could not draw to save their life. And a third of your losses are because you couldn't draw to save your life. I was stuck on 2 mana that entire time. There was nothing I could do. Sometimes the game just goes no. It's very, very RNG dependent. The only progress you can make through ranks, as it were, is within that 1/3 gap of deck building and piloting. Okay, that's 5 mana, 1 creature. Yeah, nope. That is not going to win games for me. I'm not relying on draws for that. Only 2 mana, but I have some of the creatures I need. These 2 are uncastable at the moment, but we can wait. We can hope for better mana. We get the minimum needed to get going here. That's good. What do we get rid of? I'm going to get rid of you, because I can't cast you with this mana. Oh. Let's get this on the field straight away. Hope they don't kill it turn 2. If they don't kill it turn 2, I can pretty much walk through. They kill it turn 2. Well, that sucks. This is someone who recognizes the threat that card represents, but that's fine. I'm going to put down the swamp so that I can get this on field straight away, because I can protect it, and it is more important to me that it is there and threatening. Certainly against red. Oh, this is a red-green... Okay, I don't like this. I need to win quickly! Good thing I have this card, Phyrexian. Summon you. This is how we get around needing blue mana. We use Cavern of Souls. There we are. Flying. Spells your opponent's cast at target Terror of Peaks. Costs additional 3 life to cast. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power 20 target. Oh shit. That might be game. Oh wait. Ha! I have this card. Ah, okay. Whew. For a moment I thought I was just going to lose the game. Goodbye. Alright, we're still in the game. 4 poison on him. Keep going. I do not like you. Alright. I have a plan here. A plan that he doesn't know what I can do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing with this one. See if he blocks it. He's going to realise that I know that he's got first strike. Okay, he's not going to realise I know that... Dumbass. Did you think I didn't see the first strike? Did you think I didn't see the first strike? Okay then. Oh, of course he has another. Shoot. I don't have blue mana! Alright. Swing. Which one does he block? He blocks a flyer. Makes sense, but I can still land poison. We pop this on field. Yeah, that's a high mana card that he can cast. Cast? Put them onto the battlefield? Oh, great. Yeah. This is not looking nice. MTG? Yep, this is Magic the Gathering. Swings, I take damage, but at least it's tapped, but he's still got 2 blockers. Oh, now I get blue mana. Yeah, that would have been great to have a lot sooner, and I can't even use it this turn. I'm fucked. I am so fucked. I can't swing into that because it would just be wasteful. And I don't have any cards I can cast because the blue just did not come around until now. And oh look, he's got even more he can do. Well, that creature's dead. There goes another blocker. I think I've lost this one. Yeah, I have lost this one. Oh, wonderful. So he's attacking with 14 damage plus the 3 I can block. Good game. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. Delightfully larger amounts of cursing expected here. Sorry, I do have a bit of potty mouth when playing this game, don't I? I should curd that back. Ah. Darn. Oh golly gosh. I got unalived. No cutting? Sorry, no removing. Because we don't want to make an accidental self-harm reference. Yeah. Alright. So we have got some good creatures, which can certainly have an effect against my co-player. Against the other player. Because we don't have opponents. No, that's aggressive. Keep these cards. We're going to cast Jungle Hollow. We'll put down that land, gain a little bit of life, and then that's the end of that turn, but it gets us towards the mana we need. D-Zack in a bit of a potty mouth on prime time? Yeah. I feel like more people are realising that it's actually okay to swear and it's just advertisers to get up in a tizzy, but yeah. Alright, let's see. What is safe to cast here? What is safe to cast here? You know what? I'm going to go with the Bilious. The reason I'm doing that is I expect that he won't want to block it when I attack. If he doesn't kill it first. I'm gambling on the fact that he won't want to block it. With anything. Hopefully. He's not attacking. Because he expects me to block it. Yeah. So I'm going to swing now with it. Which he hopefully will not block. There we go. And because of that, I now have my first poison onto him. This is very, very important. Once I get my first poison onto him, I can then proliferate it. So now, I can kill this creature and increase any counters by 1. So I increase his poison by 1. Now has begun the chain of success. So long as I get that first poison, proliferate also works. What is that gonna do? Create a creature, that's fine. I mean, it's not really that fine, but it's fine enough. Excellent. I really desperately need mana. Holy shit, do I need mana. Like, it's not even a question. I need mana. I'm going to put down Blightbelly. I'm going to swing at them. They'll probably block it. Yeah. It's worth the risk. Because there was a chance he might not block it. Lifelink decks are annoying. They can be annoying, but it's not the end of the world. The problem is here is that they create blockers that are hard for me to get through. Oh, that's not fun. I really hate that creature. I'm going to block that, because that will allow me to spread some more poison. Huzzah! That is not mana! This is gonna get me killed. Okay. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put the one of them into your hand. I'm going to search for mana. There's one, okay. I was going to say there's no mana here, but no, this one's mana. Poison. This. Green, please. Thanks. I hope I can live long enough, but I don't think I'm going to. I really don't think I'm going to live long enough here. Oh, come on. Oh, do they gain flying permanently? Oh yeah, they gain flying permanently. Oh, that's great. That's 13 damage and I can't do anything about this. Never mind, that's 17. Oh my god. Yep. Good game. There was nothing I could do about that. I just did not have the mana to cast what I needed to cast. That is the biggest weakness of this deck, is I have 3 different colours of cards. And I'm relying on all 3 colours to be usable in some way at some point. So very frequently I will have cards I just cannot use until I get that mana. And it is a serious weakness of this deck. I could cut it down. But if I cut out green, I lose the powerhouse's Venerated Rot Priest and a few things connected to it. If I cut out black, I lose kill cards, I lose my Bilious School Dweller, I lose my... whatever the name of the 2/2 rat is, I forget the name of it now, I'll be honest. If I cut out blue, I lose Counterspell, I lose draw cards, I lose my bird creature things. Again, I forget the name of them. Whoops. There's a lot tied to each colour. Are there any triumphs I could slip in? Probably. I'd need to spend the wild cards on it. You're right, I probably should just do that. This is bad. This is really bad. I do not like that one, and there's nothing I can do about it. Why did I accept this hand? I'm just looking at my hand now. I'm like, hang on, why did I not mulligan this? I was too busy talking. This is the shittiest hand. I need to win quick. That's the whole point. I can't give them time to build up. I've lost. This hand is a loss. I'm going to have to spend a proliferate card before there's a token to proliferate with. I've lost. Yeah, I can get that on field and watch him kill it straight away. There it is. I mean, I might as well concede because now he can summon it himself. I'm just leaving. Screw that. There is basically no chance of winning. I'm not going to waste my time on a game where I should have mulliganed straight away. That was just dumb. That was just dumb. Whoops. My bad. Right. Let's have a look for triomes, because that is a very good suggestion, and you know what? They work in a lot of stuff, so let's grab it here. That doesn't bode well. Okay. Let's see. They'll be right the way down the end. Ish. Do any of these give all 3 of the colours I use? No. None of them do. Ah, I can get blue, black, white. Blue, green, white. Green, white, red. Green, black, red. Blue, black, red. But not blue, black, green. Nope, we're specifically not going to do that. Okay. I'm not happy about that, but it's what it is. When this enters the battlefield, you can sacrifice it and get yourself a island, swamp, or mountain card. Well, that's blue, black, red. Nope. As it enters, it's a chosen colour. That's what Evolving Wilds is for. So, nope. Doesn't make things better. Plains, nope, that's white. This will be why I've not done it. I don't have better. Nope. None of this seems to be doing what we need. Nope. Nope. That's basically Cavern of Souls, but worse. Because instead of giving counterspell immunity, it gives, oh, you can activate creature abilities, which isn't really that big of a deal, and certainly is no deal to this deck. Yep. Doesn't look like I have an option. I have the best lands that I can access for this. I really do just have the best lands I can access. The only other thing I could do would be to swap out more of these 2-land cards for more things like Evolving Wilds. Go searching for stuff. The problem with that is that I would need one that searches for any type of basic land. Otherwise, these are just better. Well, they're not extremely better, but they're good enough. Yeah, I don't think there is anything else I can go for here. Nope. And likewise, going for one of these land cards that turn into creatures doesn't help me, because those almost universally are just trying to apply damage. And that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to last long enough that land abilities should even come online. Not what I'm here for. Escape Tunnel is a strict upgrade. Sacrifice, search your library for a basic land, put it into the battlefield, tapped, then shuffle. Or sacrifice target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. It gives you more options, I'll give you that, yeah. It gives you a second option, so that is a straight upgrade. You're very right, that is a straight upgrade, actually. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Perfect. It doesn't do a lot, but target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked can allow me to sneak that poison through. Hey, there we go. And it takes 3 common wild cards. I've got those in spades. Lovely. Oh, that is great. We have actually improved the deck. Wonderful. That is wonderful. Oh, alright then. Let's continue using this deck that isn't the strongest and is very RNG dependent, but when it works and it's beautiful. Just very much when it works. Oh. We can make this work. It's a bit risky, but it is a very workable hand. So work I shall try. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I like these skeleton rogue decks. There's so many of them because, of course, it's the current meta. Most recent thing. Hate. I need land, so I'm going to have to do that. And I want more green. Massive hate for this. I just... Ugh. It's turned black into red deck wins. Which... Ugh. There's enough of that with red deck. Why have you got 3 of those in your opening hand? 3! That's unreal. Alright, I know how I can deal with this. I could go all in on the Toxic Swing, but that leaves me at risk if he kills it. Because this is basically an RDW. If I do that, I can apply 1, 2, 3, 4 Toxin now. No, we'll hold that a turn. We'll hold that a turn. We'll put this down first. We swing for 1. And keep a protection card up so I can block a little bit as well. Or protect myself from a kill card. Okay. He's got that, fair enough. Block one of them, make it immortal. This will give him 2 more poison. Bap. Bap. He's going to draw more stuff. Life is basically free to him because I'm focusing on Toxin. I wish I had a kill card for that Gix, but I do not. So that's just a thing. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. You might have given me a victory here. Poison, poison. Bidding, bidding. Poison. I'm 2 proliferates away from winning. I am a single target one of my creature spells away from winning. Ah! Why is Shelly in every deck? Every strongly black-coded deck. Alright, definitely not going to block, because I want that Venerated Rock Priest to survive. If I get a spell that targets my creature, I instantly win. If I don't, I might lose. Also, he has 2 blockers on field, which means I can't swing and hit him for Toxin, which is annoying as fuck. No! Oh wait, I win. I win. Escape tunnel. Poison. Escape tunnel. Activate. Can't block. We'll go for the 3, for the fun of it. Wow, that is an upgrade. That is an upgrade. Holy shit. God damn, that is substantial. Holy hell. How did that happen? So, the first time I put down an escape tunnel, I used it to swing with the ability, sacrifice this card, target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. So this one can be blocked. And then I looked at this card, Unnatural Restoration. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand and proliferate. Proliferate means that their poison increases, or any number of counters that are on the game I can choose to increase by 1. I normally just choose the poison, obviously. But permanents, lands are permanents. So this escape tunnel I sacrificed, I could pick it up and put it back in my hand. And because I hadn't played a land, I could still play that land. I played it, I then sacrificed it again to again make it where this couldn't be blocked. And so I bypassed all of his defenses and slam him for poison again. Storm Raider, you are a magician. I mean, it's just a little bit of knowledge, but still, you're a magician. Thank you. That was dirty in all the right ways. All the right ways. And I won with 2 mana. I won with 2 mana. Let's mix up the music again. Let's, yeah, I was thinking ambient for a moment, but no, we're being too mean. How does poison work? Yeah, poison is just, you get 10 poison counters, you lose. I hit them when they're on 9 for 3, Penguin, that's how. Because this creature, I enhanced it. This enchantment makes it where any creature that has this enchantment has Toxin 2. Venerated Rot Priest already has Toxin 1, so now it has Toxin 3. Ooh, that is dirty. That is so dirty. Alternate lose condition? Yeah, pretty much. There are a few strange lose conditions out there. This is one of the least strange, as in there's a whole mechanic built around it. It's a pretty significant thing. But yeah, it's an alternate lose condition. The scary thing about poison counters, is that barring very few cards that aren't even legal in Standard, you can't get rid of them. If you are on 9 poison, you are 1 hit from death. Any amount of poison at that point will kill you. And there is nothing you can do to give yourself more effective hit points. If I face someone who is intending to have a life gain deck, where they just keep on gaining hit points and don't lose many hit points, tough. I'm not targeting their hit points. So life gain becomes useless to them. Counterpoint, if someone wants to spend their health, like with this one here, if you hit your opponent, you can spend health to draw a card. It becomes free because I'm focused on poison, not killing them. Garrick saying the cards that tend to remove counters actually tend to not include poison. Yeah, a lot of counter removal stuff will target a permanent or target a creature. Specifically, those aren't players. I don't know what that says about players not being permanent, but you know, we'll move on from that one. There are cards that prevent getting tokens, you're absolutely right, but those are few and far between. How many people in Standard are going to play a card to prevent tokens existing? Or even just reducing them? It's a very rare thing to use, because unless you're against a Toxin deck, it mostly doesn't happen. It's mostly not going to matter. Unless you know it's coming, you ain't going to build for it. Even if you know it's coming, like if you're playing best of 3, you probably didn't have a sideboard for it neither. Oh yeah, that was a nice card to pick up. So yeah, it is dangerous. It is quick to kill if you're not careful. When I see a poison deck, I know I have to focus on not letting that poison get to me. So long as I don't let the poison reach me. Certainly if I never let the first poison reach me, I'm in good order. But once that first poison's on, the clock is ticking. I need to kill them, or prevent them doing their kill. This is not the strongest of setups, but it's a setup I'm going to try, like a starting hand. I'm going to try. It's a bit risky. It is a bit risky to play it, but I'm going to go for it. Scorpion. Boop the Scorpion. Boop. That's the first time I've hit the boop 4 times. Anyway. It's 3 lands. It is 3 lands, yeah. It's missing the Venerated Rot Priest. And it's... Are you shitting me? The game's apologising. Don't you fucking dare cut it down. Oh, come on! Whatever. We got our first poison on the board, guys. That's the important bit. First poison on the board. Oh, hi, Tiny Bones. Hi. It would be a shame if someone were to drown you in Ichor. And because there's also already poison on the guy, I can proliferate and give him another poison. Goodbye, Tiny Bones. Because Tiny Bones, if he attacked me, could bring this onto his side, and that's not good. Ew, Liliana, why? Each player discards a card. Well, guess I don't need that blue mana. I'm going to keep the Carnivorous Canopy because that can come in really handy. I'm going to lose a creature here. Might as well choose the one that I can bring back to life. Liliana's going to make me kill that creature. Oh, hi there, Gix. Go on, Lily. You know you're going to do it. You know you're going to do it. Target player sacrifices creature. Everyone saw it coming. Boop. Boop. Uh-oh. More creatures have appeared. What are you going to do now, Lily? I hate this thing. And Toxin is very bad at getting rid of planeswalkers. Really very bad. So I am actually in quite a bit of trouble here. Let's see. This, I'd like to keep it, but it's not going to help me, it seems. Pass to attackers. He's attacking? Alright. Fair enough. This doesn't help me a lot, but it does get rid of that card. That opponent, that is. Each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker and gets a poison counter. If I can get him to sack this creature. If I can get him to sack that creature, I can kill the planeswalker. Please block one of these, please. I beg of you, please block one of them. Please. No! Ah! Alright, let's see what he does. Why is it always Shelly? It's always Shelly. Each player discards a card. I cast this now, bypassing the discarding of the card. Oh, I was really hoping he was going to sack there. I could have killed Lily, but only if he let me. Yeah. He did the smart thing. I was hoping he wasn't... He's... Oh, okay. He's going creature focus. Fair enough. Is that... Oh, I'm gambling on card draw, aren't I? Of course, because Shelly's so strong. He's now got 2/4/4s. I have to block. He's preying on creature removal, and he knows that I can't poison him now. I'm going to put the mana on field. It shows that I have no cards to play, but... Yeah, I have to gamble on this. I need to stop him attacking until I have time to... Oh, for goodness sake, of course you do. He gets a targeting card, and that allows him to summon that. I lose. I lose. That's game. That's just game. I can't block those. He's going to swing for 6. I can't get through him. And I draw another land. That's game. That's why he got rid of Liliana. He realized he had the power combo now. He was in a winning position. I wasn't. God damn it. Hi, Ray. Evil black player? Yeah. Black decks are just really powerful. Bad phrasing? It's only bad phrasing if someone decides to misinterpret it. And if someone chooses to misinterpret it, then they are actually the evil person. Like, don't be afraid to say something that is completely correct because someone might decide to treat it wrong. Yeah. Can't say much. You used to be pure blue. You just stole everyone's other cards. There's that, I suppose, yeah. May I have a hint for the next video? Once Jade Shadows comes out, Raid, that's when the next video will be declared. It'll probably be Jade herself, if not something else. Maybe on Void Rig's farm, if it's noteworthy. I have taken a break this week, aside from streaming, because Jade Shadows is on the horizon with a lot of changes that fundamentally alter too much of the game for me to make videos about, say, like damage types to use on weapons builds and whatnot, because they're all changing. Like right now, the recommendation of corrosive to strip armor might actually end up being pointless. Depends on how D makes it all work. We don't have the details, so I decided to take the week off, pretty much. That's on it. Wait for the update. Stress-free. Come into it next week. Speaking of stress, I have stressed my insides with a whole bunch of tea and water, so I'm going to be back in just one moment, chat. Don't you go anywhere. I'll be right back. Unmuted. I'm back. So I wonder how this will affect Pridicides or Vorp mutagens. There's some changes coming to that as well, isn't there? Yeah, there's changes coming to that as well. Which again means that I'm just waiting on the whole update to see what I can cover. Yeah. Seriously, there's so much changing with Warframe on the 18th. It feels like there's only small amounts in general, but it's such broadly applicable small amounts that there's so much that I just can't cover at the moment. How do I cover builds when how damage types work, how statuses work are all changing, how armor's changing? I can't. Not properly, no. Even if I wanted to cover Ember because of the upcoming Ember Heirloom. Oh, sorry about that. Partial strips are changing as well, so the value of that is changing. And also Ember herself is changing. And Frost is changing. Too much of it for me to even touch on. We'll just see what comes. Alright, let's shoot. Yeah, buddy, we'll see when part 2 comes around on the companion rework. We really will, won't we? I hope Bratton Priming Khan doesn't get changed too much. You mean Burston, by chance? Wow, 1 mana and it's Escape Tunnel. Yeah, that's a mulligan. And that was with hand smoothing. Ugh. Alright. This is good enough. It's not great, but it's good enough. I'm going to be risky and get rid of the Destroy Target Artifact one. It's a hell of a risk, given the types of decks going around, but I feel like Drowning Ichor is the better choice right now. I might be wrong on that. Hey, seeing where this is shaping up, I'm actually going to hold the Escape Tunnel, and instead I'm going to use a Mirrex approach to put down the bat. Voidwing Hybrid. He's playing blue-black. Imposter! Well, let's show him how it's done, shall we? How am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? I know what I would like to do, and it takes a turn too many. No. Let's do this. And let's hold that. No. No, let's get the mana. Let's get the mana. I need the mana to make stuff work here, so let's get it. Because otherwise I'm going to be screwed. I know I've not got any blue at the moment, but I think black is the right choice. I'm not going to attack. I'm going to hold. I'm going to let it happen. I know that he can put down another card himself. I know I'm taking first poison. It's a big-ass risk. But I'm going to let that happen. Because it still gives me options to attack. Sacrifice a creature or planeswalker. Alright. Lose the Voidwing. We're keeping the Venerated Rot Priest. Venerated Rot Priest, I can have it swing and then Drown an Ichor, bring back the Voidwing. Or I can do this, but that doesn't bring back the Voidwing. And therefore doesn't kill his one. No. So we do Drown an Ichor. Alright. We swing. Now we do this. Kill that. Which brings back my one into my hand. I can't cast it yet, but I have it. And I can put this one on field. Okay, double creature, double proliferates. So this doesn't allow me to get through him. I could bring back the land. Yes. We do this. Return target permanent from your graveyard to your hand. Proliferate. Yep, we bring back you. Pop that down onto you. You can't use that yet this turn, but I can pop this onto him to protect him. And that is a protection one rather than an aggression one right now. Now he knows that next turn I can pop down the escape tunnel. He might not realise that it's so that I can hit him for 7 poison total. Okay, yeah, that's a thing. Now, if he swings with both creatures, I won't block with Bilious. Yep, I'm not going to block because now I can swing against him pretty hard. Unless he puts down another creature, which he might. But it's better than killing one of those and bringing back his Voidwing, which is what he's hoping for. That's why he's got the mana open. Letting him swing, he doesn't get his Voidwing back out of his graveyard. And of course he's going to have another one of those. Whatever. That's fine. So, this goes down. And then sacrifice. Creature power 2 can't be blocked this turn. This one right here. I'm aware that I'm already onto 5 bloody poison. It's terrifying me. So he's now on 7. This is going to be tight to the line. Because he's now going to want to maintain a blocker against my Rot Priest. He needs to, because otherwise I win. Can he do 5 poison in one turn? There's one. Got 4 poison left to do. It is possible. I wonder if he has the card to do it. It's one hell of a gamble. Down to just 2 mana. Which means if he swings, he will swing fully, and he'll use that to bring back the Voidwing. However, if I let him just do that, I can then just slam into him. Unless, oh wait, if he proliferates, if I let him hit me and then he proliferates. But if I block, he proliferates anyway. Ah! I have to let him swing then, because blocking it is just as bad as it hitting me. So I have to let it happen. If he has a proliferate, he wins. There's nothing I can do to stop it. Or any other addition of poison to me, he wins. Does he have it? Ah, he does. He has proliferate. Ah, good game. There was nothing I could do. He just wins. I'm gonna activate this anyway, just for out of it. He had enough. He had 3 attackers and 2 poison he could apply by spells. That's it. And you could see how close that was. That mirror matchup of styles. That was so close. But there was no better way I think I could have played that, I'll be honest with you. I didn't really see much of a better play I could do. If I did earlier block with Bilious against one of these, first of all I'd lose Bilious. Second of all, he'd still get the poison on me through Proliferate on that one. Thirdly, it would have brought back the Voidwing, which he'd have had the mana to cast straight onto field. And then there'll be a new flyer I'd have to deal with. And I didn't have the mana to bring this one back. I mean, I did now, but even then it's not on field. Yeah, I don't think I could have played that one better. And if anything, that just goes to show how strong poison is. That we were neck and neck right there. In such advanced setups. The biggest threat to a good draw on my hand, I'll be honest, it was a decent draw. And the biggest threat was yet more poison. Ooh. A little unfortunate, 2 black cards, only 1 black mana in here, but we can work with this. We can definitely work with this, so let's keep this. I'm not going to say hello. I've gone really tired of the way that people use the quick charts in this game. I should turn it off at some point, to be honest. I'm just not going to interact. There's only 5 interaction options anyway. Alright, blue, green, okay, cool, yeah. This is going to be blue, green, red, World Souls Rage build, almost certainly. I don't like that. So, yeah, let's pop that down. Vilius on field. End of turn. Has he got Surveil, or is he going to bounce it to my hand? Oh, he didn't use his 1 mana card. Okay. He has 1 mana blue and he didn't want to use it, so it's probably return it to my hand. I don't like that. Stormrain say, I recommend you crack your tunnels at the enemy end step and hide some information from the enemy. Yeah, fair do. That's absolutely valid. You're very right there. If I'm cracking it for mana, you're absolutely right. I should be doing that. Oh, come on. Another Toxin deck? Another mirror matchup? Again. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Here we bloody go. I'm going to escape tunnel around it. I could... No, I don't want to risk him blocking it. So yeah, I escape tunnel around it. It's the only way. This one I do reveal straight away. It's a target creature with power 2 or less. Can't be blocked this turn. You. Because now I'll get to see if he does something else. He doesn't do anything with it. Excellent. Okay. I would love to protect it, but more important is to pop this onto it. He might counterspell that. He might return to hand. I don't know what he's going to do, but I have to take the gambles. Like, I can't be fearful of what he could do. I need to do what's good for me. It's all risks. Each opponent gets poison counter, draw a card. He's out of mana now. Good, that works for me. I get 1 poison, he gets 3. Yeah, he's got the opportunity now to massively increase on that. But that 3 stays on field. Oh, he's got 2 of those. Come on! Oh, that gets bad very quickly for me. That gets bad very quickly. What's that? Against Vigilance. Oh, okay, so he can attack and defend with it. Well, that's fun. He's got more to cast? Proliferate. Yup. Fair enough, fair enough. It's still only 1 poison from that, but he got a lot of poison along the way onto me. It's not great. Looking at my card options here, this is not good. I could Unnatural Restoration to try and go around him again, but then I'd die next turn, surely. This is Flashback. Which means he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 poison there. I'm on 5 already. That's... yeah. So spending on Escape Tunnel is not viable. I will die. Shit. So I'm going to do this, gain some life, not that it matters. More importantly, much more importantly, I can swing, and he will probably let me come through because he doesn't want to lose one of his guys right now. I was very wrong. Okay. Oh, alright, that's game. I'm just leaving. I've already lost right there and then. This is why I have the Venerated Rot Priest in my own deck. They are so absurdly powerful. If you draw 2 of them that early on, with a couple 1 mana cost cards like that, my god, the amount of value you can get out of them. He has them, I don't. Even though they're in my deck. I have the maximum amount I can have in my deck. There's nothing more I can do to have them in my deck. I lost. Because of the card draw. That is the 1 in 3. At no point during that game was I going to win. That's a mulligan. Yup. That's a mulligan. These are not good enough to be worth sticking around on. Nope. Ah, there we go. This is much more workable. We'll keep these. And... get rid of the Destroy Flying Artifact enchantment. It's a gamble, but... I think it's the right gamble. Phyrexian and get Rot Priest on field. Risky when I don't have any way to protect it, but putting it on field allows me to start scaling up in the Toxin as quickly as possible. It seems like the best play in general, rather than wasting a turn not getting anywhere. Unfortunately, I didn't draw a pure mana, so what I am going to do is pop down the one that has the most broad value, which is green-blue. I could have done another Cavern of Souls to get the Blightbelly out, but I can do that next turn instead. Oh, cheeky. Alright. I mean, it doesn't kill mine, and he didn't use it to block. Sure. Okay. What's that? Whenever one or more non-tokens such as get a plus... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's clever. I see the combo. So this is a Merfolk deck, and he's going to just start generating Merfolk tokens like crazy. So I'm going to want to go around that. Which I can. But first, let's some of that on field. Let's get this on. I lose the ability to counterspell right now, but that's for the best. I am not going to attack into that because that is suicide. Alright, that is self-removing. So all the mana in the world. What's he going to do here? 4 mana to my nothing. All I can do right now is sit and hope that what he does is not detrimental to me. It's one heck of a hope. Okay, that's a 4/5 on field. Not a fan of that. And that just leveled up to a 2/2. Also not a fan of that. Swinging with that one. I'm going to block it with my 2/2 as well. Looks like I'm sacking it for nothing. What I'm actually doing is getting the Proliferate in. Getting us one step closer to victory. Hello, Venerated Rot Priest number 2. It is a pleasure to see you. See, do I pop that on field and then bring the ending, or do I put down the Voidwing as well? I think I put down the Voidwing as well. It's a little bit of gamba on my circumstances, but I think it's worthwhile. Now he has got that Vigilant creature right there, which means that he can't fully tap out everything when attacking. In fact, he could attack pretty much for free with that creature. With my current lack of defense. That's not good. Of course, that's a 2/2 because of this fecker. Yep, I'm gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna block that. It's not worth it to me to block it, so I'm just gonna let that happen. It's annoying that he's now got a flyer as well. Flying Merfolk. Didn't know they had any. I'll be honest. I thought Merfolk were watery creatures, but sure, why not? And it's now a 3/3. This is getting worse by the second. Yeah, I'm in big trouble here. I'm not drawing anything useful. I have too much mana now. I can't attack, because everything I'd attack with would just die. So I just have to sit here and take it. Which means I don't get 3 poison on him, which means this is less powerful There's no point even trying to counterspell that one. I really, really need instant just cards I can cast on my own stuff. This is necessary in my deck as a protective card, but it's not protecting me right now. It works better to counter things like Sunfall or just general board wipes. But it just doesn't work here. And I know there are other counterspell cards you can get, but this one specifically is buffed up by poison. So it's a cheap counter any kind of spell. And it's a hard counter if I've got to bring poison out, which often isn't that hard to get to. But it's not working right now. Okay, Vraska's full. Excellent. I can get an extra poison onto him. Which, very crucially, means that this is now buffed up. Let's see what he chooses to sack. Or does he counter it? I'd rather he doesn't counter it, because I have to counter his counter. That's just a waste. But it's a necessary waste. Put X1/1 counter to target creature you control, then up to 1 target spell, then counter up to 1 target spell. Oh, well, yeah, I'm going to counter the hell out of that. This is unfortunate, but it's necessary. He's spent all his mana, so he can't counter my counter. So he loses his counter, he loses the pluses. And I still force him to sack a creature. As far as spells to counter, sacrifice a buff up, counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1. Oh, I can pay that. So now you're going to have to do it again. And now you've already sacked a creature, which means I've basically achieved the objective. He just sacked 2 creatures instead of 1. I don't get it. Okay, that's not too shiny for me. What's this? When it enters, draw a card. Sure. I am going to have to do something about that. Do I sack the Venerated Rock Priest? Let me see. What's the situation here? If I draw a card that I can cast onto these, what's the best situation I have? I'm not going to get the land that bypasses blocking. I'm not going to get some way to get over the top of them. Even if I put 2 extra toxin on him, that'll be a 3 toxin, 4, 5, 8. That's still not victory, and he's swinging for 9 damage. I have to block. I only blocked the one of them, because I want to keep one Rot Priest, but I had to block there. And I do get this card of all cards. Alright, well, we can at least still get something onto him. And with that, I can swing and put him 1 tap away from death. If he swings with everything now, I can still maybe survive? No, I can't survive. Nope, that's game. Good game. I can't beat that. That's too much. Again, I'm 1 turn from victory. Ah. 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 I've gone down from 5 pips through this rank to only 1 pip through. I've had a net loss of 4 losses now. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I think we're going to wrap that one up there. If you're on a losing streak, I think That's a very good place to call it. We're just over time anyway, so that is the time and place to call it. But you've seen some of the silly decks I have. Some of the toxic belligerents we can throw out. The vampire demon that just snaps its fingers and the opponent just dies. The tap dance that sent out 20 rats at once. And then just all of the fire actions, because why not? Just more fire actions. Even more fire actions. But that is where we're going to wrap it up today. So I do hope you have enjoyed yourselves. We're not going to be raiding on over to another part of any particular community. We just don't do that on Fridays. So I will see you in the next one. Once again on Sunday, we'll be live with some more good old Warframe. I think that's the last Warframe stream before Jade Shadows goes live. So in the meantime, have yourselves a wonderful weekend. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.